Now look out. Owen could be gone. Owen, he's scored!
That last pass is from the net.
Another pass across Titan with a shot on the net, and he scores!
This is it. Dolphins, stop my puff. Nay, under the second suit. Dolphins scores. He scored.
Now it's a breakaway pass. Buzz Flippin. Look out, he's got an open net. Oh no, Buzz Flippin.
Off the stick. How did Katie save that? On Damocles scores.
Hey Log, they can't hear you, brother.
We have no sound live.
Oh, there we go.
They
I was
they
muted
hear
from the
me,
previous
though.
draft. Hello. Welcome to the PHLs. I was clicking on the buttons last time, so I was muted for the previous one. Welcome back to the Season 3 draft week here. My name is Log, joined by Ren and Pikeman in the booth tonight to round off the draft week. It's the Prospect Division, a battle of 12 teams, a great group of captains and GMs here. It's going to be a blast tonight, and we will introduce the brand new teams and their captains here. So starting off at number 12 here in the first round, it's going to be the Westchester Kitties, captained by PHL fan favorite and legendary pug skater pinger Dan. Next up at 11. Yeah.
Sorry, Dan loves to send those
He
things
does.
out.
He does. At 11 here, right before him, it's the Season 2 Prospect Division champions, the Hobart Bay Caribou, captained by Randy and GM'd by Stinky Pinky. Number 10 here, it's going to be a team GM'd, I believe, by the commissioner himself, part of the PHL ladder. Logos aren't popping up. Oopsies. Huh. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. All right. There they are. It is at 11 here. 10. It is the Port Stanley Stachios here. If I get that up in a second. There they are. GM'd by Ren and captained by one of my favorite players here in this draft. One of my favorite captains. Ponce Puck legend, and he's got the greatest Trump impersonation I've ever heard. Keese. Picking at 10. Number 9 here, I think you see logos now. There we go, you do. All right, number 9 here is going to be the Mackinac Mighty Max, captained by Bad Santa and GM'd by Jack2K. Number 8 here is going to be the Hoboken Quacking Mallards, the HQM team, captained by a man who's been playing this mod for 15 years, T. Baggins. And at number 7, it's going to be the Normandy Conquerors, captained by PHL fan favorite Canadian gamer. Mackinac, Mackinac, I don't know. Something like that, as Coochie calls me out in chat here. And number 6 is going to be the Rayleigh Rot here, captained by Mango, and it's the first ever dual GM combo in PHL history with Chief Keef and Coochie. Number 5 here is going to be the Fernie Foxes, captained by Hook. Goes by many names. I just call him Hook. At number 4, it's going to be a returning team here. Their third straight D3 appearance, formerly known as the Boston Rams, the Winnipeg Icebreakers, captained by Ram. And at number 3 here, a team with a very similar color scheme, captained by the greedy Green Goblin himself, Spork. It's the Arlington Polar Bears. And the final 2 here, number 2 is going to be captained by Gyler, the Spokane Ravens. Hope I said that right. I don't know if it's Spokane or Spookane. Something like that. And the first overall pick, PHL draft legend, missed his pick last time, but he is here tonight to make it. It is the Philadelphia Revolution, captained by HQM legend Office Lamp. And without further ado, the technical difficulties are out of the way here as we get started with the Season 3 Prospect Division draft. My name is Log. We got Ren Pikeman in the booth here tonight to get us through this long evening of picks. And the Philadelphia Revolution, captained by Office Lamp, are on the clock here.
So I'm thinking we've got a really good idea who the 1-2 is going to be. But past that, I mean, 3 through 5, it could really be a wild selection of people. We've got a really solid first round. Oh, we're getting messaged in the chat. We didn't go over the trades. Maybe we should pause the timer and talk about the trades real quick.
Okay, we'll do that.
It's okay.
Yeah. We'll give Lamp some more time here because he's Office Lamp, and we want to make sure he makes the pick and doesn't miss it. So we'll go briefly with the trades here for this bad boy. I'll pull those up right now. Close that. Okay, so the first trade, Canadian Gamer has been cooking here with this first one. It is with the Arlington Polar Bears. They will receive the Conqueror's 3rd overall pick in the first round, the 27th overall pick in the 3rd round, and the 51st overall pick in the 5th round. And Canadian Gamer receives the Polar Bears' 6th overall pick in the first round, the 18th overall pick in the 2nd round, and the 54th overall pick in the 5th round. So this trade looks really good for Canadian Gamer. I think it is. I do think he won this trade, but I got a chance to speak with both captains, and I could see the route that Spork is going here, and I hope it works for him. So I can see the pros to both sides here with that trade. Sorry, I had a cough there for a second. The second trade, the Conquerors continue rolling here. They receive the Rayleigh Rott's 1st round pick, that's 7. The Rayleigh Rott's 2nd round pick, that's 19th. And the Rott's 3rd round pick, which is 31st. And the Rayleigh Rott will receive the 6th overall pick from the Polar Bears. That's the pick they started with. The 2nd round pick that was formerly the Polar Bears, that's 18th. And the Conqueror's 4th round pick at 39. Ren, if you want to grab this one, you see it on screen. I'm having a coughing fit right now. Trying to hold it back. Thank you.
You're all good, brother. So we got the Raleigh Rott moving their 3rd and 9th to the Fernie Foxes. New team this season. No affiliation to the Fernie Fungi from last season. The Foxes move their 4th and 6th round. Sorry, I got that backwards. Oh, it's all scuffed. Okay, the Foxes move their 3rd and 9th to Raleigh, and the Foxes get the 4th and 6th from the Rott. Oh, man. Sorry, boys. We are just getting underway. We're kicking off the Rust. It's the last stream of a long string. It's been a long week for us.
It's been a good one, though. It's been a lot of fun, and
it has been a good one.
I am back from the dead here. The final trade. The Arlington Polar Bears trading with the Bridge team, as Jack 2K would like to call it, I guess. And Bad Santa here. The Mighty Mac receiving the Polar Bears 3rd round pick, which is 30. And the Polar Bears 8th round pick, which is at 90. And the Polar Bears taking the 33rd overall pick in the 3rd round from the Mighty Mac, and the 7th round pick from the Mighty Mac, which is 81st overall. There we go. All right, so Office Lamp is back on the board. Now here, we'll boot that up. There we go. 51 seconds remaining here for Office Lamp.
We're going to be flawless from here on in.
I hope so.
We're going to be flawless. No more issues from here on in. So, in my opinion, I think the clear 1-2 is Jack with 1K and Blake. I don't know which one's going to be which. I have a feeling we have an idea on where it's going to go because of familiarities. But I don't know. Either you guys have any other feelings? I think it's pretty clear either Blake or Jack.
I mean, for playing last season on Office Lamb's team, playing with Blake, I think he would be fit up right back at home on the Revolution. But I also played with Jack in D2 last season as well, and you can't put anything past Jack. He's got the handles, he's got the moves. I think he would be probably the most outstanding D3 player potentially in season 3 here. So it's definitely going to be a tough choice.
We have Office Lamp.
Alright.
He has put his pick in the chat. He's invited to come up. The first overall pick, Office.
Let her rip.
First overall pick, going with Aqua, also known as Jack.
Good pick.
Great pick
Solid
for him.
pick. Can't go wrong. Yep. You know what? Jack is an extremely talented player. He's somebody I think that was snubbed in D2. He had a little name change in the off season, and I think some guys forgot. And he slipped down to the 5th round, I believe. He's got a ton of talent. He can dance out there. It's going to be really, really fun to watch him be able to move around with maybe a little bit more open space than he had last season in D2, and I think we're going to see a lot of points out of him for sure. Coming up next is Jyler. Jyler is on the clock with the Ravens. I think we gotta know who's going to be number 2 here. I mean, obviously there's lots of good players. Don't get me wrong. Like Guap is a great player.
Love Guap.
We can go down the list. Nova Star is phenomenal. Probably the best defenseman in this draft that slipped out of a D2 starter role. But here we've got Jyler.
Hello. For the second overall pick in the Spokane Ravens first draft, we select Blocky.
Big name off the board.
Pick. Yep. And that's who we expected to go here on it for the rest of the first round. It's going to be, I think there's a lot of good players that all kind of sit in the same ranking in my head here. So I was starting to name off a bunch of guys there, Guap, even Lope, a guy who's new around here, but he got taken as a D2 sub, and he's showing a lot of promise for not having very many hours. It's going to be a really interesting first round. We've got the Arlington Polar Bears. This is a good one. All right, here we go. Spork with the Arlington Polar Bears coming up on the stage, make his pick.
With the third overall pick in the Season 3 Prospect Division Draft, I will be taking Laverne.
Laverne, very good all-around player. He has the ability to play very solid puck-moving defenseman, solid F2. He can play F1, he can score, he can pass. He's all around a very, very talented player. And I think with better availability, he had a really good chance of being a high D2 sub this season. Maybe even butting into a D2 starter. He's good. That's a solid pick there at 3. I forgot about him because I was looking at all the D2 subs. What do you guys think about that? Are you
a great top
surprised
3.
or yeah?
I think they are the 3 best players in the pool, but I was surprised that all 3 of them actually got picked there. I was thinking maybe some captains would go a different route there and go with something else and shake it up, but they know their stuff, and that's the top 3 players that should absolutely go there.
Well,
Got Ram on the clock next. Pike, sorry, I cut you off there.
Oh, good. I was gonna say, hopefully we see some excellent picks here now that we know the top players are sort of off the board. Now we're gonna get into who knows the players the best.
So Ram has made his pick. One of us, I guess, are gonna do it. If you guys have any preference.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. The Winnipeg Icebreakers, the new look, new logo Winnipeg Icebreakers with the 4th overall pick are going to be going ahead and grabbing Marcus here. Very much cut from the same cloth as Laverne. He is a Swiss Army knife type of player. He is able to fill pretty much any role that you need him to. I think Marcus is really good, and he's going to pop up and show some dudes this season for sure. He's got a lot of talent.
Yeah,
I'm
baller
excited
player.
to see what he can do.
Part of that Hobart Bay Caribou Championship, and he's going to keep rolling here in Season 3.
At pick number 5 going to the Fernie Foxes, and it's already in. we have Midnight, or as most of you would probably know, Hook. Multiple name changes over the offseason with the 5th overall pick, Hook.
Thank you. I wanted to take Marcus, get my West Side Connection teammate back, but unfortunately that won't happen. I am going to be taking Louis with the 5th overall pick.
Louis,
Big
great
name.
goal scorer. Yeah, great goal scorer. If I'm not mistaken, led D3 last season, I believe.
Certainly did.
Yeah, he's got a knack for the back of the net. He's a really solid shooter. He's got a great shot on him. Definitely a bona fide F1.
Chief Keef's already here. He's kicking his feet. Very excited for this one. Just hold on, man. Hold on.
I'm sorry,
ready to let it
everyone.
rip, man.
I am ready. This is a guy I have been so high on recently. He's gotten so much better. Huge fan favorite of mine. Funny dude, if you get to know him, like absolutely hilarious. He kills me. Very talented, will score a lot of goals in D3. I'm taking Danimals here at pick 6.
Big pick.
Danimals in the chat saying, "Bring me home, King."
I got you. I got you.
He had quite the come up over the offseason. He was good last season, don't get me wrong, but I think over this offseason he earned himself a lot of respect through his play. And one of those guys that popped up and earned himself a D2 sub spot, and now he's got the pressure on. He's 6th overall pick, first pick for the Raleigh Rot, and I think he's got all the tools that he needs to step into that role.
So Canadian Gamer with the next pick, he's ready to go. How about that logo, by the way? It's clean, done by Flyfire. It's great.
I'm currently saluting.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Good, brother. How you doing? Let me turn you up real quick.
I'm doing pretty good. You know, I feel, I'm a big Montreal Canadian fan, and as Red Nose personally had a tradition, first pick he'd take his time, right? So I figure for my first pick, I'll say a quote that I like, that I think really embodies what I want for my team to be pleased that correction and reproof shows that one loves the virtues which are contrary to those faults at which he is corrected and reproved, and therefore is a great sign of advancement in perfection. And I think a player that really proves this true is Reno, who is my selection at 7th.
I love it.
Reno.
Love it, buddy. That was clean. That was clean.
Thank you.
Never give me a stage.
Reno.
Never give me a stage. I'll never shut up.
Reno, my teammate there in D2, we took him in the first sub round. I feel like I've said the same thing over and over again, but that's what I was meaning. A lot of these guys are similar skill set, very well-rounded player. Reno is able to put the puck in the net. He's solid defensively, solid offensively, really talented guy. Can't go wrong picking him.
Absolutely. No, the
Definitely gonna-
Hoboken Quacking Mallards. He's already ready. Sorry to cut you off, Pike. He's ready to make this pick. T. Baggins, the captain of this team. We'll bring him up here.
Thank you very much. The Hoboken Quacking Mallards would like to welcome Guap to the Cabal, baby. Let's go. Big Guap, baby. Big Guap.
Great pick.
The most handsome man in the PHL, Guap,
Well
going
said.
there, 8th overall. Guap, should I just copy paste what I said again? I mean, Guap's been around for a while and is one of those players that I think is just on the cusp of becoming a bona fide D2 player. A really solid person that you can fit anywhere into the lineup. It's just, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, stud. I picked him in the first round. He's awesome.
He's a great guy too. He's a great locker room presence. He's just all around a phenomenal guy. And next up we have I believe this is another Flyfire logo if I'm not mistaken. The Mighty Mac.
That's a
captained
nice
by Bad Santa.
It's very nice.
I really like the color scheme on the logo. Bad Santa here. Who do we think we're gonna go for? I guess we don't need to guess. He's ready. Everyone is so ready. I'm loving it. Everyone is so ready. This is great.
With the 9th overall pick in the Division 3 draft. Mighty Mac are gonna buck the trend here. We're gonna pick a defenseman. We're gonna go with Nova Star.
Ooh, good pick.
Very good pick. In my opinion, that's the best defenseman gone off of the board. Nova, he's got the pedigree. He's been around for a while. Very solid defensive defenseman with a little bit of offensive upside in there too. Not to squander his offensive side, but when I think Nova, I think someone who's really got the ability to shut down the offense, and you know, that's an invaluable asset.
You can never see the worth of a defensive player until he's out on the ice, saving your butt there, keeping your team alive.
Oh yeah, and that's I mean, I'm a defenseman, Pike's a defenseman, and there aren't enough of us out there. We get the little bump from being responsible defensively. You know, it's one of those you got to have people you can trust out there, and I would trust Nova Star to be, you know, my defensive partner in D2. He's a solid player. So we've got my Port Stanley Stachios, captain this season by Keese, is on the board and ready to pick. Keese, with the 10th overall pick.
Hi guys, we're really excited about this pick. The Port Stanley Stachios are going with Lope.
Oh yeah, great pick, man.
Lope, the low hour monster. Lope has been doing something really interesting. He has been making a montage every 100 hours that he has in the game. He started in the PHL with a very low amount of hours, and I think even now he's just barely kicking over the 200 hours mark. Really phenomenal player there, and somebody who is just so hungry to get better. I think the sky's the limit for a guy like Lope, who's coming into his rookie season here. Really, you know, first round pick at this point in the third season is, you know, something pretty impressive for a guy with so low hours. I think through the season we're going to see lots of growth from him. And here we are at the 11th pick, the reigning D3 champs, the Hobart Bay Caribou, captained once again by Randy. And I believe he's ready to make his pick here.
What's going on, guys? All right. For the 11th overall pick, and for the Hobart's first pick, we're going to take somebody that we picked up off the streets last season, a returning champion. We're going to go ahead and take Silly Winker.
Silly Winker, solid pick. I think Silly's a good dude. I picked him up in D3 last season. He didn't really stick around with us for super long, and he immediately made us regret it because he went and put a bunch of pucks in the back of the net with Hobart. Really talented guy, and someone who moved up from last season, obviously. Now just barely biting in just in the end of the first round there. And someone who I know there's a lot of guys around who really like Silly Winker.
Yeah,
I don't think you won't find too many people who have much negative to say about the guy. And again, someone who's super hungry. He really wants to get better at this game, and he's on a steady incline. Somebody who I would watch to make an impact for his D2 team as well.
I gotta say, what a great first round here. Dan is going to be late. He's at work, so he gave me his list. So I'll be making the pick for him as I make sure I lock it in. You guys can take your time here as I will be taking mine. It won't need timeout time, but just making sure I got the right one for him.
For sure. Yeah, I mean we can't let the booth fumble one of the picks, leaving you know, if you saw the beginning of the stream, we were kind of fumbling the stream in general, and it you know, maybe cast a little bit of doubt on us to be able to make his picks for him, but hopefully everything goes fine. You know, we've the Westchester Kitties, first time captain here, Dan. I know he was a little disappointed to be in D3 this season, so he's going to be really wanting to prove himself to get up and into that D2 conversation. Log, what do you got for us?
All right, so we've locked it in. I wish Dan was here, but I feel like it's only fitting that I make this pick. I love this dude. He is a Los Gatos legend, a Ponce legend. He's D2 Mr. Irrelevant. This guy is he just has one hell of a PHL story, one hell of a puck story in general. So what's the team name? The Westchester Kitties? The Westchester Kitties with Dan are proud to select D-Lan.
D-Lan. I think D-Lan has the capabilities to be an incredibly effective, dynamic offensive player. I haven't seen him play in a little bit, but what I would say about him last season is, his handles and his puck moving ability is one of the best in D3 last season, and I can only imagine it's gotten better. Hopefully, he's been able to round out his game, because if he has, he is going to be dangerous this season. He had a really solid come up through last season, and like I said, his handles are very, very strong. So solid pick there at 12 for Dan. We've got the Revolution back on the board with Office Lamp going Jack in the first round. Office is a defenseman. Who do you guys expect to see here? Maybe probably another offense?
I'm hear me out, guys. I think Savo might go here. Bring back the Hawaiian High Rollers.
That's a
team
great
there.
take. I like that.
And Savo played for Office in season 1.
He did.
For the Lions. I believe they were the Lions.
Here's the thing. Savo and Jack have great chemistry. Savo and Lamp have great chemistry. I know people have certain opinions about Savo. I will say he has gotten better recently. He went from never passing to passing a little bit. And I like how he's played recently in Pugs, to be honest. I think he is a little bit of a sleeper here.
And it looks like Office Lamp is ready with his pick. Is it gonna go the way that we expect it to?
All right,
Welcome to the
number
stage.
13. Hey, hello, welcome.
Let me turn you up real quick. All right, brother. Let her rip.
Okay. Philadelphia Revolution for the 13th overall pick will be Savo.
There he is.
There it is. There it is. Yo, Pikeman, shout out. That was a good little
read. Good read, Pikeman.
Yeah, good read. That was
Thank
good.
you.
It seems like
That's
the
good.
perfect fit. That the perfect puzzle piece there. It links both Office and Jack, gives them an F1 because Savo is really strong as a net front presence there. You've got Jack dynamic on the puck, will be able to move it really effectively, and Savo will be benefiting heavily with his skill around the net. I think that's a great pick.
It is. I mean, there may be better players out there. A lot of people will argue that, but if you're thinking chemistry with Jack, as you mentioned, I think Savo is just one of the best at that, and he is a very good player, so it's a good pick there.
So next up on the board, we have Giler and the Ravens, and they went Blake in the first round. Giler, I played with Giler. Well, I captained for Giler last season in D3. And, I think he typically likes to play forwards. And then you've got Blake, who's a bona fide forward. I think I expect to see a defenseman go off the board here more than likely. And it looks like Giler has cast his pick, and he should be ready to hop up on the stage any second now. Giler and the Spokane Ravens.
Yes, thank you for the invite back. With the 14th overall pick, the Spokane Ravens select Sanderson.
Very solid pick.
Very solid indeed.
Very good defensive pick there.
Yo, the booth is on a bit of a heater right now.
Yeah.
We got Savo right. I know I didn't call it specifically Sanderson, but we said a defenseman. And what are we thinking here? Sanderson, a new guy. He didn't play last season. He's got a ton of skill to move that puck. He's got great hands. And his game has really been coming along like pretty solidly. I think that's a very good second round pick there. And a nice tandem for Blake, giving them a lot of puck moving threat. We've got Normandy on the board, Canadian gamer, defenseman, Reno, can play either. Who do we expect to see here?
If I'm looking at this right, there are a few people that I got my eye on. I'm not going to give you the whole list, but one that stands out to me, I played with him last season, is Will. He's definitely a
Will.
very strong
Sneaky
offensive
good.
threat there.
Yeah. They could probably. Reno's a great shooter and a great passer. But I wouldn't place Reno as an F1. Maybe we see somebody who's a bona fide F1 going here. Somebody who's got the knack for the back of the net. Somebody that Reno can feed. But it really could go anyway here. We could see like a Nick isn't cool pick, West
Yeah,
Coaster.
sneaky good player.
Very sneaky good player. He isn't super frequent around the PHL, but I think this season he's really gonna earn himself some respect.
Well, I was a little later this time, so I won't take up too much of your time, but I live in the cold, so I figured it was better to take someone that wasn't cold. We're taking Nick isn't cool at 15th overall.
Yo, we're on a
Fair.
heater,
We're on a
boys.
heater, yo.
I try.
We're on a heater. Canadian, I want to let you know you are absolutely making an enemy out of West Coaster Midnight for the Fernie Foxes, by the way.
Yeah, well, Smasher took my man. Or not Smasher, sorry. The Ravens took my man.
Oh no.
So if I can screw somebody else, I'm just passing it along.
So it's just war out here. It's just war out here.
All right, I gotta go discuss. I'm coming up too soon. So
True
see you
enough.
later.
See you, man.
The Winnipeg Icebreakers. The Winnipeg Icebreakers. Ram is a flex, and Marcus is a skater. I believe Marcus is an F2. I believe he's more of a puck moving guy, so I expect to probably see a shooter go off the board here. Anybody that you guys have your eye on?
We got the Harry Wookie that's still on the board there. We have I don't know, is Veron still listed
He
on
is there.
Am I reading that?
Keep in mind.
Veron pulled.
Did he pull?
Believe.
Oh, he did.
I believe, yeah, Veron did pull. Oh, maybe not. Hold on, I might have to check my DMs
don't think
really
he
quick,
did,
because
but
I think
yeah.
I might have fumbled.
Bransk is still on the board as well. He's a good.
Cancel that. Veron did not pull. I don't have a DM from him saying that he pulled, unless he messaged to Chuck. I don't know why I thought that he pulled, but I will assume that he didn't.
All right, guys. So Rams
Sorry
pick
about
is in, Mr. Commissioner. Want to let it rip?
Yes, sure. The Winnipeg Icebreakers grabbing Guy with their second round pick.
AKA House.
House, yes. House from last season. And that, I wouldn't say House is particularly an F1. I think he's a solid F2. But Marcus and Guy are going to have a lot of passing and puck moving ability. I think that's a pretty solid pick. Somebody who really has taken his game from people used to talk about him as somebody who doesn't really like to pass very often. He really likes to hold on to it, but I think he's been able to fight through that, and I expect him to be really effective on this team with Marcus. The Fernie Foxes here with their pick, ready to.
Ren, you might need to confirm that
go.
pick real quick because he put it in chat.
Again, I didn't receive a. Yeah, maybe we pause the clock. I haven't received a DM, but I do think.
Oh, here's a new one. I believe Kachuk said it somewhere. We should confirm that first. If you check, maybe prospect staff.
Prospect staff.
Yeah, he wants us to confirm that. It's a good idea.
I can't see anything,
I'll
but I
make you
am
post
pretty
it.
confident.
Yep. Yeah, Mika got us there.
Is that confirmation? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that earlier today. Let's go find it.
Okay. So yeah, it didn't get updated on the sheet, but the pick is somebody that did pull out kind of last minute. So I think we just refresh the clock here, unless we have
He's
an
ready to rip it.
alternate pick. And oh, okay,
Yep.
perfect.
Say my pick. After a little bit of a little bit of panicking, I wouldn't say unnecessary as it was necessary because he left. I am going to be selecting with the 17th overall pick, Jamal D. Down.
Big pick there.
It's a really good pick, Jamal. Good, well-known player, seeming pugs all the time. Definitely going to be a nice addition there.
A last-second sign-up as well, just barely made a comeback to the game right before the draft, and we squeaked him in there. We got him in. Somebody who's been around since season 1, a guy that I traded for in season 1 actually. He's a great guy. He's passionate. He loves the game. He loves the atmosphere. He took a little bit of a break, but he's back and charged up. Somebody who he was known in season 1 to put the puck in the back of the net, and I don't expect him to fall short of that mark for this season. We have the Raleigh Rot on the board. I'm just looking through. I'm still trying to find if Veron is in. I'm pretty sure he is. I was never told otherwise, but for some reason I have that nagging thought that Veron wanted to pull, but I don't think so. So I think I'm just gonna let that idea die, and we're just gonna move on.
I do see B Lurker on the board still. Just want to make sure
Ooh.
that's still
Oh, little blurker, our
Little
local
blurker.
modder. Yeah. Veron was a late sign up. Maybe that's what I was thinking about then. Yeah, maybe that's it. Thank you, Miku. I appreciate it.
Hello, everyone of the PHL. I'm gonna take a guy that everyone should be appreciative of. Kind of shocked he fell as low as he did. Underrated guy, not really around as much, but is full of ale for the season. So I'm excited to announce that we are bringing on Blurker to the Rally Rot.
The
It's
booth
like
is
we're
on
writing
a
a script here, boys.
The booth is on a heater. You know, we might be fumbling around with who's actually available or not, but when we land on the guys who are available, man, do we knock the picks out of the park? Another solid one there from Pikeman.
that's a
bringing
really
up
good
Lurk.
pick though. For real,
Very
I'm
good.
excited to see that team now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good start. Danimals and Lurker. Oh man. As Canadian Gamer is back on the clock, of course, making those trades. That is just such a great value for Canadian here. Getting, he already has a good first round pick, which he danced around with a little bit, moving it around. Still a great pick there, and he's got two second round picks here, pretty much in the first half of the second round. So it's very powerful for Canadian. Eager to see who he picks here.
To answer a question from the chat, Blurker is 100% avail in D3. So they're gonna get full utility out of Blurker there. This is a good pick.
Oh my god, this team.
That's a good pick.
Looking at my draft pick's name, I really think I got to embrace being a bit of a mean person for once in my life. The team picking after me. Can I just extend my apology to the great HQM community? They're having their name dragged through the mud by that so-called team, so-called captain. So yeah, I'd like to be a bit of a thug at times. So I'm taking Thugovich at 19.
That's a great pick. Thug is an incredibly talented player. I think Spork is just messing with us. No, what are we
Hold on
talking
a
about?
minute.
Wait.
Ren, he's crossed out on the draft sheet. He's marked as a red.
Is he?
100%.
What are we doing here? Oh my
He pulled
gosh,
out?
I'm getting frustrated.
Blame the bird. The other bird, not Ren.
Blame me.
No.
This isn't my
I
division.
checked
I'm just
her.
here.
Oh man.
Thug would have gone higher if he didn't pull.
Yeah, good
I
confirmation
was
from Miku.
informed.
This is frustrating. Sorry, everybody.
Real quick, can I just name a replacement? Because I know who my number 2 is.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
we'll
for it.
do Kaprizov.
Oh,
Reese-off.
Good
Good
pick.
pick.
player.
Pick.
Good player.
Very good pick.
Sorry, guys.
No worries, man. I see the error there in Miku's screenshot. I think I saw tension X'd out like a couple days ago, so there was maybe a typo at first, and I don't think tension was out at all, but I wasn't sure.
Kaprizov though,
Man.
great choice. I play with him in over in Ponce, and he's definitely he's got some handles. Excited to see him play D3.
Anyways, the HQM Quacking Mallards are back on the board here, and Baggins might be ready to go already. Meanwhile, I need to get
The rest of this
ready
draft
here.
must be completely sleeping. Because Mist is still on the board. Welcome to the Cabal, baby. We're taking Mist.
Nice
Mist
pick.
is still on the board. Very solid. That's probably my number 2 for defensive defenseman. Very solid player there in Mist. Somebody who was once infamous for the train sounds there.
The giggle
In
shitter.
Pugs, you go around nailing dudes and hitting the train sound. And a great guy, great locker room guy. I think he's a really strong, dependable defenseman. An asset for D3, most definitely. Next up on the clock here is Bad Santa with the Mighty Mac, getting towards the later half of this second round. And who are we expecting to see here? The Mighty Mac went Nova Star, so it's got to be a forwards here. It's most definitely a forwards here. And Bad Santa is ready to cast his pick.
Hey, for the 21st pick, we want to go with Clash Royale.
Clash Royale, someone who scored a bunch of goals last season in D2 and had a small E-sub stint up in, scored a bunch of goals in D3 and had a small stint up in D2 last season. Very talented up and coming player in Division 3. Somebody who is a really solid second round pick. I think you know exactly what you're going to get out of Clash. He's somebody who can reliably put the puck in the back of the net, and being able to play there with Bad Santa, the two of them are going to absolutely run amok offensively, with Nova Star being able to hold it down. I think that's a great pick. From the chat, Flamingo's a legend. Absolutely correct. And somebody who has done a lot of growth since he came around in the PHL. And so we've got the Port Stanley Stachios up next, the 22nd overall pick. Right now sitting at Keeson Lope, so you'd like to think is probably a defenseman here.
Gotta be.
Or I can't say who I think it's gonna be, because I've been in talks with these guys. This is my team, and Keith is my guy. Who do you guys think it's gonna be as we wait for Keith to make his official pick?
I mean, looking at the board for on, it's probably my number 1 overall for top overall defensive pick. But you have a player that I played with last season on D3, Rhubarb. He's a defenseman, and I know he can go up and shoot as well. That's also a good pick.
Prada's still there too.
Prada is still there. There's two guys out there that
Right, I think you know already, man.
I don't.
Oh.
Oh. This makes sense. This makes sense.
This is kind of out of left field. This is probably the hardest pick we're going to have to make this draft. But with the 22nd overall pick, the Port Stanley Stachios are proud to select Hot Dog Man.
Hot Dog Man. Somebody who I do believe he has been playing defense recently. And somebody under the tutelage of V. So it makes sense. V is active within our team. So that pick doesn't really surprise me. It's not who I thought it was going to be. but I'm obviously not in comms with them right now, and I have no complaints about Hot Dog Man. I think he's a great guy and a great player. And up next, we have Hobart Bay Caribou ready with the 23rd overall pick. Randy says in chat he is ready.
All right, fellas. For the 23rd overall pick and our second pick, we are gonna go ahead and select somebody who's been showing up a lot, and I've seen him playing a lot recently. I really like him as my second forward, so we're gonna go ahead and pick Jules.
The one I don't know how to spell. Damn. I think it's like this. I think it's like this.
Jules.
Darn you,
Or-
Randall.
Oh, it's
Good pick,
Z.
man. Good pick.
Yeah, Z.
Yeah, there we are.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, Jules. I believe also a flamingo from last season. Am I right in thinking that? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Just got confirmation in the chat. Flamingos legend, Jules.
Yep.
Very solid all-around player. And somebody who has been playing pugs like crazy. He's very strong. Up-and-coming D3 player. I think that's a solid pick. And that, Randy, Sillywinker, Jules, that's a pretty solid 1, 2, 3. I don't know who out of them is probably, I think Sillywinker kind of leans more on the defensive side of things. So we've got the Westchester Kitties on the board, and I believe that is coming from the list that that Logs got.
Oh yeah, I just confirmed with him. There was some confusion with the player being available, but Dan has confirmed it with me. So far, I mean, he's got Dylan. Dylan, I know, is really excited to really prove himself this season. So if he does, this is going to be a really strong team with Dan, Dylan, and this second pick, which I will announce right now. The Westchester Kitties with Dan are proud to select Veron.
Veron, there he goes off the board.
It's a great pick. Absolutely great pick. A guy who I know he was really hoping to get into that D3 conversation from last season, the D2 conversation for this season, my bad. And somebody who's really got the drive and got the hunger to improve and get better through this season. So I think that's a great pick. Does anyone else have any opinions?
It's interesting to see all the players that go the first 2 rounds, and now we're going into the third. And all I can think is, do you go a really good flex or do you go a solid goal pick? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. The third round is always one of those rounds that it's tough. You see the first goalie go, and then it's dominoes from there on in. It's gonna be interesting to see for sure. We're getting a little owl going, hey, in the chat. Veron has no no, that's old news. Old news. Don't worry about that. The Philadelphia Revolution on the board. Who are we going to see here? Office Lamp has made his.
He's made his pick, all right.
Yeah.
All right, bro. We'll bring him up here. He's raising his hand, ready to go.
All right. Number 25 pick overall, the Philadelphia Revolution will choose Log.
There I go. Kind of early for me, but
There
I like
goes. Good work. Log, do you want me to talk about you for a second?
You should talk. I can't talk about myself, bro. I'm not good at that shit.
Log's been a grinder in this offseason, and somebody who's really rolled with the punches and really embraced the direction that that PHL has been moving in as far as the hitboxes and collisions go. And somebody who, he wants to continue to improve. And from talking about him before, or talking to him before, he was kind of worried he wasn't even gonna get grabbed.
Yeah.
I'm like, Log,
This pool's pretty
simmer
good,
down,
man.
Log. The pool is good, but you're getting good too, man. Ain't no worries. So there, log going off the board to the Philadelphia Revolution, and I think that is a really solid pick up there. Log probably going to be logging some defensive minutes there, next to Office Lamp. Might see a goalie game or two out of
I
the
have
young guy.
word, not official word. We gotta move him off. Unfortunately, Lamp was still there. Maybe from Savo. It might be for some goalie. So, oh boy, we'll see if I
Hey, no worries.
skate on the ice. But yeah, first unofficial goalie pick is yeah, let's get it.
So we've got the Spokane Ravens on the board. Giler. We've got Blake and Sanderson taken so far. Could see a goaltender go here. Could see a goaltender go, and the pick is cast. Giler, we're gonna welcome you up onto the stage to make your third round pick.
Hello there. Do you hear me all right?
Yep. Well, we can hear you. That's for sure.
Oh shit! Hold on.
You're good, brother.
Can hear you.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm fine. With the third round pick, we select Jari.
Jari, West Coast goaltender, and another player that I can only imagine was on Hook's draft board. The first goalie gone off the board to the Ravens there. Very solid pick. Jari, somebody who I haven't seen much of firsthand, but from everything that I've heard, very solid up and coming goaltender. That Ravens team is really rounding out to be something special. We've got the Arlington Polar Bears making their second pick, as trade earlier have pushed them behind one player. Took Laverne in the first round, and Spork is ready to cast his next pick here.
And I can't believe he slipped to me right here. A newer member of the Gritty Green Goblins at the 27th overall pick. We're going to take Solely.
Huge pick. This guy's a monster.
Very big, very big.
Very, very good.
I'm gonna let you guys take over on this one because I don't know very much about Sully.
What do you know, Pike? I mean, he's around PHL sometimes. I've seen him a bit in Pont when I actually play Pont, which is not very often anymore. But he's a monster over there. He's a very, very good player. I think went in their first round of their D2 draft, and he's a beast on defense. He can move the puck. He is a puck mover and puck distributor. And honestly, I'm really surprised he fell that far. He's very good.
You know, I've played with him a few times, and you know, if you connect with him, you know, you're going to be moving on the ice with ease. But surprised that he fell down so low, and then no one else picked him up. But again, you know, I think he plays more Ponce than he does normal PHL, so that might be the reason. So
Yeah. Sully there. Pick gone. Gonna be a good little tandem with Laverne. And we're looking now at the Winnipeg Icebreakers, who have taken Marcus and Guy so far. Probably going to be looking towards a defenseman. Still quite a couple of them on the board. Two of them being Husington and Buzz Flibbit, who lean defense. And then Yo Dead Guy as well, still on the board, who is kind of one of those players. I think he's hoping to play a little bit more offense this season, but somebody reliably defensive. And the pick is in from Ram. I guess I'm going to continue the trend of announcing the picks for him. And they are going to be going here for Maddie.
Maddie, very good pick.
Maddie, a very good pick. Not the direction I thought that they were going to go. Maddie is not a defenseman, to the best of my knowledge, but somebody with a lot of raw talent. He doesn't have a whole ton of experience. He's been popping around in pugs now, but this is his first season signing up. And Maddie, very solid puck handling skills. He's good at moving the puck up and down the ice. But other than that, I mean, not the direction I thought that it would go, but a solid pick nonetheless.
Now the real question here is, Does a goalie get picked here, or are we looking at a flex? Because I'm thinking they might pick up a goalie.
Hello. I don't know why the Philadelphia Revolution background is on for our team.
2 Dark Colored teams. There we go.
Thank you. That was disrespectful to the Rally Rot franchise log. I expect a written apology in my DMs. With that said, I'm taking a guy underrated, fell under the radar, hasn't played the game much recently, but I know is really good. I'm taking Hot Pocket here.
Very solid Hot Pocket, a guy who's been around for a while. He played in the off-season tournament for the Ladybugs, I believe. Friends with a lot of very high-skilled players. Oops. Friends with a lot of very high-skilled players, and has got the experience that he can bring as a third-round pick here. I think you can't go wrong picking a Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
I am kind of surprised to not see more goalies go after Jari. I figured teams might have been scrambling there, but no, staying strong with some more skater picks. But I expect that to change near the second half of the third round here. We've got the Mighty Mac back on the board. I'm horrified to say the the actual location, because I've heard it's not what it looks like, and I don't want to get it wrong. So I'm just gonna keep saying the Mighty Mac.
Yeah, same. I
And
learned that the hard way.
I want to find out. Maybe when Bad Santa comes up on the board, he'll tell us how to actually say
Yes,
it.
please, please.
Is it Mackinac? Is that what you guys are trying to say?
It's Mackinac?
I don't know. Is that what you guys are trying to say?
It's whatever the location is. For Jack has requested to speak. It looks like Jack is going to be casting this pick in particular. Non-playing GM for the Mighty Mac.
All right. Well, I want to say I hate Jyler for taking my goaltender. There is still a very great one still on the board, and I'm very proud to select him with the 30th overall pick. The Mackinac Mighty Mac are, oh my god, I was track the Mackinac Mighty Mac are going to select Coppenwood.
Coppenwood, there it is. So now we start to see some goalies go. You guys have anything to say? Has anyone played with him in the past? I haven't seen very much of him personally.
I haven't played with him too often either.
Well, that's unfortunate. Clearly, if he's going this high, then they've done their research. An up-and-coming player for this D3 season. The second goalie gone off the board. Coppenwood, and now we've got the Normandy Conquerors. We've got two chats here saying Coppin Poppin, and Coppin is a stud. And you know what? I believe everything Nem says without question. So, Coppin's a stud. Absolutely. I believe it. Normandy here on the board went Reno, Nick is cool, and Kaprizov. This has to be a goalie pick here. Who do we expect the third goalie to be going off the board here?
Cat's still there.
Yeah, I was about to say
Cat's
Cat.
there.
Season 2
Kai.
champion. Kai's there. Buck's
Nick.
there. Nick, yeah.
The 3 D2 sub goaltenders there. Nick carrying the most experience out of the group, as he is a long-time HQMer, gone puck player. Took a little bit of a break, but he's back and he's motivated. He wants to continue pushing forward. My first ever captain there, Nick. Took me in season 1 D2 way too high. As we wait for Canadian Gamer here.
Look, he's ready. Ooh, I like this pick.
I'm here. Sorry, there was a big discussion on which direction we're going to go. Now, can I get confirmation that the name I punched in has not pulled out?
He should be there. He's there.
Good.
I'm pretty
Finally. So we decided to go to someone who's a proven winner on a great team last year, Shivante, formerly of the Hobart Bay Caribou.
Shivante. It's a good team you got there. Holy
It's
cow.
a good team.
Thank you. All
A
credit
flex
to the
player.
management staff.
He is management staff. He just gave credit to himself. I don't know who's helping him. He does have an on-playing GM. I forget who it is though. Maybe on his next pick he will fill us in on that. Shivante, very solid defenseman, really dependable, and signed up as a flex. So maybe is the capabilities to play net that I haven't seen very much of. So very solid pick. Baggins ready with his third round pick, the Hoboken Quacking Mallard.
Oh wow. Oh wow, this is a pretty exciting one, boys. I don't know if you've seen him in pugs lately, but we're going to be selecting Prada.
Ooh.
Welcome to the cabal, baby.
It's a good pick.
That's a great
That
pick.
is a great pick. Yeah, that's a great pick. Another really solid all-around player. I might say something completely wrong here, but I believe Prada leans defense, but he's a bit more of an offensive defenseman. If somebody knows better than I do, feel free to correct me because I've really
No.
only seen Prada in pugs.
I'd say that's pretty accurate for what he does. Definitely a great defender. Can get up on the offensive side of the ice though, and definitely score.
For sure. Yeah, great pick. All around player, the Hoboken Quacking Mallard. The Arlington Polar Bears here to pick up their third player, their third draft pick. Laverne and Sully going beforehand as
He's
the
ready to
draft
rock.
pick is in.
Again, I can't believe I'm getting to pick here.
Me neither, bro.
With the 33rd
It's
overall
crazy.
pick, I'm taking Alley Cat.
Oh,
There's another goaltender off the board. I love Ali. Ali's a great dude. Really happy to see him beginning to gain some momentum here. I think Ali really has the ability to springboard himself into a very solid goaltender over this season. He's going to be given the opportunity to prove himself. So I'm very excited to see what Ali can do. He wants it. He wants to get better. He wants to continue pushing forwards. Very solid player. The Port Stanley Sachios next up. We've gone Keese as our captain, Lope and Hot Dog as the two draft picks so far. Who do you guys think they're gonna go here? V already ready.
He's
Never
ready to
mind. We
rock.
don't even get
No
to think about
discussion.
it. Not worrying about it. Not thinking about it.
As you know, we love this guy. All right, I've been working with him for 2.5 seasons ish, and we're gonna bring him back. Yo, Dead Guy is coming to the Stachios once again, or he's staying here actually.
Welcome back, Dead Guy. I played with him in season 1. I drafted him onto the Stachios in season 2. Drafted him in season 3 to the Granby Red Pandas, and now he's back for a second stint with the Stachios after taking a quick pit stop over in St. Louis to play with V and Jack on the off-season tournament team. I can't say enough about that guy. Really good all-around player. Great guy in the locker room. My admin pal does a whole lot for the PHL, and I'm really excited to see him come back to the Stachios.
Meanwhile, yeah, and Randy is here. This is a great pick. Another guy, can't believe he fell this far down in the draft in general. Randy, welcome in.
Yeah, big not shout out to you guys. I don't think you guys mentioned him at all, but this is one of my favorite players to play with in general, and definitely one of the top goalies. Sorry, Alley Cat, you got taken, but we got to take Mal here.
Very solid pick. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I kind of forgot. Mal hasn't been around very much recently. He was a stand-in captain for D2 last season, the Minnesota Tide, and a very solid goalie to be falling this far. I mean, every goalie that's went so far, very solid, right? But being able to get Mal with a late third here, that's a pick you can't miss. I think you know exactly what Mal's gonna bring. It's passion, solid goaltending, and I don't think they're going to regret that pick at all.
A lot of the good goalies are going off the board quick. If you haven't got one, you better choose one.
Better choose one. Looks like the Westchester Kitties here. Log looking through the list and gonna make a good pick here for Dan.
Not necessarily digging in my butt, but I am digging in the list here for Dan. I think we got it. Just gonna confirm real quick. Let's see here. Oh, this is so long. It's very long. All right.
Dan must really trust you. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be trusting you this much.
Yeah, that's valid, man.
I'm only kidding. So the third round, the final pick in the third round, it's got to be a goalie, right? They've got Deland and Veron, Dan the captain, probably a goalie here, but maybe we see them wait until their pick in the fourth round. But I guess we will have to see what the list divines here.
It is in. I'm just making sure I'm not stupid real quick. Playing oops. He says go for our goalie. Okay. And he has a list. All right. We got it. We got it locked in. I'm excited to make this one here. This is someone Dan played with last season in season 2, correction. And he's on my Ponce team, the Airbags. He's an Airbags legend here. The Westchester Kitties are selecting Bucklinov.
Bucky, man, who's been around, very solid flex option as well too. Somebody who's able to go out there and take some reps as skater. Bucky's been a guy around in the community for quite a while. I'm not surprised to see him go. Somebody who, he's been working. There's lots of people with some opinions, but above anything else, the guy cares, and he's a solid goalie. I don't think you go wrong with Bucky here as a starter. We haven't had a surprise yet in net. These are all guys that I expected to go as starters. And there's a couple more bona fide starters still on the board. And we've got the Revolution back on the board. First pick in the fourth round. And I love this guy. Office Lamp. The pick is in. I'm really. I love this guy. I've had a soft spot for him for a long time. I'm really excited to see him go.
Get up here, Captain. I'm curious to see what the line is going to be in this team, but it's going to be fun playing with this guy.
Number 37 pick, we have for the Philadelphia Revolution, J. Dillon. G. Dillon.
G. Dillon.
Use that W key, man.
Dillon, my captain on the Stachios last season, and the current Stachios game played leader, because he also was on the Stachios for the off-season tournament. I love Dillon. Dillon's a great guy, and those comms are going to be awesome. Having Log, Savo, and Dillon all on the ice together, those comms, those are W comms. That's going to be a fun team to play on.
Those are comms. That's all right. That's for sure.
We've got the Ravens. Took a goalie in the last round. Got two forwards. Probably expect to see a defender go off the board here. And one that's sticking out to me. Well, two. Buzz Flibbit and Husington. I would say Buzz Flibbit probably the strongest defensive defenseman left on the board, where Husington has a little bit more offensive touch to him, maybe. Wouldn't be surprised to see either of the two of them go. And it looks like the pick is ready. Giler is ready to cast his fourth round pick here. Let's get him up on stage.
Get him up.
Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you, pal.
Yep.
All right, perfect. With the 38th overall pick, the Ravens select
Husington. There it goes. You know what? We were on a bit of a cold streak in the booth, but that pick doesn't surprise me. He's a very solid value pick there in the fourth round. D2 sub. And we drafted him last season. He had a little bit of availability issues, so I decided to flip him pretty early on into the season. But I've never had any issues with Husington before. I think he's a great dude. Lots of people are really high on him as a person and as a player. Really solid round out to that team with Husington coming in as their final pick in the starter rounds. Now we look forward to
The
the
cook's ready to
Foxes,
go here.
who... Oh, the pick is already in, already
Yeah,
ready
these
to
guys are
go.
flying. He's deafened. Awkward. There we go. Now he's just muted. Getting there. One step closer. Oh,
There we go.
there
I
we
got
go.
it
What's
now.
up, man?
With the 39th pick in the PHL D3 draft, I will go with Kai.
Very solid pick. MVP from last season in D3, I believe Kai got the MVP. Very strong goaltender, somebody who I believe was picked up late in the season up in a D2. And obviously had a stellar season last season with his team. This is the first time Kai has been subject to the draft, as he's captained the last 2 seasons, and we don't see him captaining here, bringing the Florida Flamingos back for a 3rd time around, and instead going as a starter to the Foxes, who have been battling their way through their picks getting stolen so far. But you can't be upset with Kai there. That's a great pick in the 4th round. Another one of those goalie names that you expect to go as a starter, with really just a couple bona fide starters left on the board, and a couple of teams who still need one. The Icebreakers being one of those teams who still need a goalie. And the pick is in. I love this guy. I can't wait to hear. I get to say it. I get to say it.
Not
Yay!
to brag, I actually somehow predicted this, the exact pick here on my mock.
Yeah?
Not saying my mock was very good, but I got this one right, so to a T.
Miku here going to the Winnipeg Icebreakers. First goaltender taken last season in D3, I believe, to Salem. Me and Miku played together in season 1 for the Fire Ants, and Miku played 100% of the games for Salem last season, as he was the only goalie on that team. The Fox is already ready to make another pick, so that's it. That's it on Miku. Great guy, great pick. Can't be mad at that. Welcome back, Midnight.
Long time no see. I was planning to pick Miku here, but I had a backup option as I am very prepared. Don't ask me that with the 17th pick, but we are going to be picking Bleh.
Bleh. Somebody who started playing more goaltender over the off season and is a very solid goalie, actually. Made that transition, and I expect to see quite a bit of goaltender maybe from Bleh this season. But actually, the last 3 picks for the Foxes have been Jamal, who's been playing quite a bit of goalie recently, Kai, and Bleh, who all 3 of them are signed up as flexes. So you might see quite an arrangement there in net for the Foxes. And Spork is ready for his 4th round pick. The Arlington Polar Bears, welcome to the stage.
With the 42nd overall pick, the Arlington Polar Bears will select Yeti.
Yeti, that is a big pick.
Big pick.
Yeti made us our arena for us for the playoffs there last season. Yeti's a super awesome dude. I really like Yeti. Very solid defensive player. Great value pick there in the 4th round. I believe this is Yeti's first time signing up in D3 or in PHL, and snags himself a D3 starter spot. The Raleigh Rot back on the board, and the pick is in. Coochie, raise your hand, and we will go ahead and pull you in.
I love this
unless
pick.
you already have, and I will let someone else talk about this pick because I don't know who that is.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi, Kuchi.
So, for the Raleigh Rod's 4th round, 43 overall, we are going to be taking Yoshi.
Like this choice
Yoshi.
here.
I've never seen
He
Yoshi.
is a newer pug gamer as I try and talk while doing the board here. He's newer to pugs and he's just gotten better and better. Honestly, so I like that pick.
Really like that pick. As a
An up and
goaltender.
coming sleeper pick.
Yeah. I think he would be
I think
starting
he's
goalie
gonna-
on this team, which you're taking a chance on that for sure, but it could work out really well for the Rot.
I think he's just gonna get better and better after every game he plays. I truly do. I think he's gonna do really well this season and potentially go D2 next season.
Snags himself a starter spot here as a goalie. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen Yoshi, but the strong reviews here from my co-hosts in the booth lead me to believe solid pick. Baggins with the Hoboken Quacking Mallard ready to cast his pick in the 4th round. Expecting a goaltender here, probably.
Gotta be, right?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Baggins. Oh, maybe not. I thought Baggins. Oh no, Baggins is ready.
Gentlemen, with the 4th round pick for the Hoboken Quacking Mallards, we will be taking a goalie, and it will be Einik.
Ooh. Welcome to the Cabal, Einik.
I
Welcome to the
expected
Cabal,
that.
Einik.
Very good pick. My season 1 captain, as I mentioned earlier. Einik, longtime goalie, took a break from goaltending last season, and we drafted him to the Stashios as a skater. He took a little break, but now he's back and he's determined to battle his way back to a solid D2 starting spot like he had in season 1. Jack, welcome to the stage, ready to make your pick on behalf of the Mighty Mac.
This D3 draft was on easy mode. Did the other captains even look at the draft board? All right. Season 3, Prospect Division draft. The Mackinac Mighty Mac. 45th overall, we'll be taking Buzz Flibbit.
Bang.
Buzz Flibbit. That's probably one of the best for value picks in this draft so far. Buzz gives you that stay-at-home lockdown defense, and I know he's been working on the offensive side of his game too. You know what? We were talking about this earlier. The intangible defensive talent that some of these guys bring has so much value, and I think that is a great 4th round pick there. For the Mighty Mac, you get somebody who you know is dependable. He's got his head up out there, and he's ready to have to play the boring game. He's gonna be able to watch those guys that are trying to cherry pick, and that's the bread and butter right there for Buzz.
Miku's saying
Really
Buzz still
stoked to
needs
see him
to
go.
pay his former D13 back for the stick tape he made them buy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Stashios are up here. Ren, I have a prediction here for the Stashios.
Yeah.
I'm going Postula.
What are you thinking?
For you guys.
On Postula, we don't have a goalie yet. We don't
Oof,
have a goalie
that's
yet.
true, actually. That's true.
I don't have a goalie. I'm expecting to see a goalie here. Obviously, nothing against Postula. I had him last season in D3, and he's a great guy.
I know V loves him, so that's
and
reasoning.
yeah, it's student of V. But I'm expecting to see a goalie more than likely. I would be really surprised, but we've got Keese is saying that V will be coming back to the stage to make this announcement.
All right. Let me type it.
Thank you, V.
So, I don't know what pick we are. I've been running around.
46.
46th.
46. All right, cool. 46th pick. Another Stasha that I want to bring back. And it's going to be Pastala. Welcome back.
Shout there from Log, and it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good pick.
Called
Don't
it.
get me wrong, it's a good
He's
pick.
awesome.
I expected to see a goalie just because we don't have one yet, but obviously I'm not upset bringing Postela back. Really solid defensive guy. Somebody who is pulled out of public lobbies into PHL for last season and really found his identity as a strong puck moving defenseman. He started out playing forwards with us, but ended up transitioning back and playing defense when we need him to. So yeah, I'm stoked with that pick for sure. And we've got Pinks here to make the pick for the Hobart Bay. I almost said Hoboken. Hobart Bay Caribou here in the 4th round.
What's up? So we were picking a defensive D to finish out our lineup here. Someone who I only know of one other captain who knows who they are, but they came and played some trials for us, and they were goated. So I'm excited to pick my favorite thing to suck on and my favorite man to play defense for me, Tomas.
What?
Took me a second to get that, dude. Get this guy off the stage.
Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
That's the only reason I made this pick, and that's the only pick I'll make.
Clip it, clip it.
I've never seen him play, so I guess he really came out and impressed in those tryouts.
He's pretty good. I
Oh,
like him.
Pinks.
He's good. Sporker's not happy about that one. Oh yeah.
Wow. All right. So that was a good one. Took me a second. That was a good one. We've got the Westchester Kitties on the board. We're flipping through the ancient texts to see who is next on the list there for Dan. So far with Dan, Delan, Veron, and Bucky,
Good start.
probably looking at or probably a forward here.
You
I
had it.
guess,
You were hot
if
for a second.
Dan-
I found what it was pretty
it's
quickly
gonna
this
be a
time.
defenseman.
Yes, this guy's pretty high on Dan's list, and you know I think he
Okay.
has major upside to his game. I'll stop the clock here. He's a D3 finalist as well on Dan's former team. The Westchester Kitties are proud to select participant.
Participant.
I was wondering who's going to go.
He's very solid.
Rock solid
He's
player.
a very solid guy. Yeah. Yeah. You know exactly what you're getting out of participant. And honestly, I think if we saw him more in pugs and we saw more games from him, he's a guy that I think is going to start climbing. He's a really dependable player. Really, he's one of those guys who isn't afraid to play the boring game. So, we've talked about the strength in having a guy like that, and participant fits that bill really well. So we've got the Philadelphia Revolution on the board here in the 5th round.
I'm always curious about this one. How will the comms
Now
continue
it's-
to add on here?
All right, here we go. Number 49 overall for the Philadelphia Revolution. HQM legend. Elite puck knowledge. We are choosing Cook.
Cook.
Good pick.
Does anybody have anything to say about Cook?
I don't play with him a whole lot. I will now. He's very good from what I've seen. Good solid player. I
On
think
your
he does
squad.
play D. Yeah.
Log, it's starting to look like you're the goalie for this team, eh?
Might be the goalie. First D3 goalie to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Sweet.
what? And just to touch on that for a second, Log is one of those true flex players. He is just as useful as a goaltender as he is a skater. So I don't know if you were entirely expecting to be taken as somebody who's going to be taking some reps in net or not, but I think you're good at it. And since I believe you've changed your things a little bit from the last time I
Just a
saw
pinch, just a
your POV of goalie. But
I might have to run that
was
back,
was
honestly.
an artist of playing basically in third person for a bit there on some of the craziest camera settings I've ever seen in this game. But Cook gone there as the first pick in the 5th round to the Revolution. We've got Giler on the Ravens, went Blakey, Sanderson, Jari, Husington, probably expecting to see some sort of depth scoring here, maybe after going goaltender, defenseman, goalie, defenseman. But we're gonna have to see what that pick looks like as time is ticking down. Yeah, he is. He's on the board. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. My bad, Jyler. He is there for sure. The pick is in. We were just getting
Right on
confirmation to make sure the player was available.
Yeah, sorry about that. Wanted to make sure. But with the 50th overall pick, we are selecting Caulfield.
Caulfield. I can't believe Caulfield fell this far. He's a guy that I was very high on for season 2. Good goal scorer. And I think he was just hidden away there in the flex category. That's Caulfield can put the puck in the back of the net.
He can.
He's a very talented player, and that's a great value pick in round 5. Caulfield in the chat. Yo, that's me right there. Yeah, it is. Welcome. You just got drafted, buddy. We have the pick is in for the Arlington Polar Bears. I think we're having a guest come up to make this pick.
Love this guy. He's pretty
We're gonna
old, but he's
invite
pretty
the man.
cool.
What's going on, boys?
Lucy in the booth.
All right, with the 51st overall pick, the Arlington Polar Bears needed someone who's really good at turning the puck over in their own zone, so we would love to take out of the greedy Green Goblins, Stone.
Great pick.
So, sure. Quite a lead up to drafting him for sure. I don't know if turning the puck over in the defensive zone is something that I would want to be known for, but it sounds like he does it really well. Blueski on behalf of the Arlington Polar Bears, they're taking Stone with the 51st overall pick. And this is a solid pick.
Wow.
This has got some really high upside. It's got some very high upside here as Ram has cast his next pick here. 52nd overall, Ram and the Winnipeg Icebreakers are going for Hood Legend. A guy who hasn't been around in the PHL very much. He's played some pugs here or there. I believe he was a Nappler, gone GLCS player. And I know there are some people that are very high on him and could really prove to be a very solid late round pick. And that was the Icebreakers there grabbing Hood Legend. A lot of strong puck moving players on that team so far. Marcus, Guy, Maddie, Hood Legend, and the active goaltender Miku. Could see some fast breaks out of Miku in there. Hook up on the board, or Midnight, sorry. Maybe Fernie. Which
Just say whatever. Just say whatever. Call me Hook Midnight for Fernie. Anyways,
Perfect.
with the 53rd pick, I would like to take Jackson.
Jackson gone to the Fernie Foxes.
Thank you.
Very solid player. Very frequent pugger. He plays a lot of games and is one of those grinders. You see him in pugs a lot. He's pretty solid all around. Really has the ability to kind of slot him anywhere into a lineup, which makes him a great sub-round pick. And has the uncanny ability to just put the puck in the net, which is a skill that I don't have. So there goes Jackson off the board. Normandy on the clock. 5th round. Fifth round. A very solid team so far. Probably going to be a goaltender here, I'd imagine, unless the plan is for Shivante to play net, which I would be kind of surprised at. Maybe Shivante goalie is undercover busted, and I just haven't seen it. but I expect to probably see a goaltender go here. And there's still quite a couple of very solid late round goalie picks here. It looks like we're going to be running the clock down as Canadian is looking through his available players.
The one captain getting help from Owl, of course, he's going to use the timeouts. The inner D1 inside him there.
And maybe we can help him out a bit. I can toss some goalie names out there. Nexus, he's been around for a while. Very solid flex player. He can play skater or goalie. Very good at both of them. We've still got Ironic, who had a very strong D3 last season. He's somebody who is in that conversation to go as a starting goalie.
I'm gonna go Peter in this timeout. Yeah, Blood Scars is good. Here, Mick.
Yeah, no problem. Blood Scars, he, ever since joining the PHL, he has been playing pugs like crazy. Absolutely clutch, getting those cues popping for us there. And somebody who I think has come a long way since when he first started to now, coming in really raw, new goaltender, and somebody who I expect to be maybe one of these later starter picks. I play a lot of games against him, and he's getting better every time I play against him. Joe Dog in that conversation as well. Cosmetic Cat, longtime pugger. All of these guys very frequently pugging. Letting in Luke, member of Barbecue Chicken from the off-season tournament. Pino, he's been around for quite a while. Played against him in season 1. Atomic, another very solid goalie. A bunch of guys that are still very viable to be taken off the board here. Looking into the flexes, I mean, we've even, like, Club Soda is a really solid late D3 flex
better.
player, has the
Yeah.
ability to do both, and has come a long way for sure. Looking away from the goalies, because I'm not just going to sit here and say every goalie that we have. We're going to look down the board until Canadian Gamer goes to make his pick. And the Raleigh Rod are up next. They just took their goalie in Yoshi, and there's still some surprising names on the board for skaters. You've got T'Chuk still on the board. Fluff, my teammate that we went to the finals with, Fluff playing goalie for us in D2. JG, one of the only other guys that uses number 28 in the PHL. But the pick is in from Canadian Gamer, and we're going to invite him up onto the stage.
Yeah, so we've picked our fair share of skaters so far. I like my defenders, I like my forwards, but we're missing a man between the pipes. So we're gonna go with Letnin at the 54th overall pick, who hopefully doesn't live up to his name and lets nothing in.
Very true.
Oh, that was good. Quick on your feet. Letnin, that's a name that's been around for quite a while, I believe, but returning, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And if that's true, he definitely carries some experience with him. Spelling error alert. Where? I don't see a spelling error anywhere.
And then an extra N after the third T.
Is it wrong?
Letitin.
Yep, there's another N after the third T.
Letitin. Letinin.
After the 1, 2.
I believe so.
Lettin.
Something like
ININ.
Question mark. Just put a question mark after.
Get rid of the IT. LETTININ.
Look,
ININ. All right.
It's an in. I like it. Okay. Well, we have spent the entire Rally Rot draft pick trying to figure out Letnin, so I don't want to take this away from this special guy I'm taking here, a guy that played with Florida last season. I'm taking the Jelly Bomb.
The Jelly Bomb, very solid defenseman.
What's up with the Heli Bomb? Not bad. There we go.
Oh, the wheels were never on very solid, and they're falling off even harder.
Speaking of which, the HQM team is up.
HQM on the board. Is there anybody else kicking around? Oh, you know what? I've got a sneaky pick here because I think he's the only other player with any sort of HQM affiliation, and that's Get Woke, who still stays on the board. Get Woke, I don't believe he ever played HQM, but I think he was infamous for hanging around in the chats in HQM. And if Baggins did his research,
Get Woke could be great.
then he should be good to
Be a
go.
great member for the Cabal here. We'll see what he goes with, though.
Sorry, Baggins, I got yapping there.
I believe the selection you guys are recommending is quite ironic, so I may go in a different direction. Let's bring ironic to the cabal, baby. Let's go.
Love this
Yeah,
guy, man.
very
Ironic.
good. Very good. I was paying
Yeah.
more attention to the HQM affiliation, but grabbing ironic there, going 1-2 for goaltenders, actually allows Einik to maybe take some reps there as a skater, as ironic is a very solid goalie in his own right. So I'm not surprised to see him go. One of those guys that I had my eye on as somebody who I expected to grab a starter spot. So that gives the Mallard a really good 1-2 punch in net. Anyone else have anything to mention on that, or?
I just don't know how he fell so low. He's a great goalie.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Couple of newer up and comers. But last season, ironic was his rookie season, and he played really well. I'm not surprised to see him get a little bit of respect here and give the Mallard a good 1-2 punch there in net. So now we've got the Mighty Mac on the board. Went Buzz Flibbit in the last round. Buzz and Nova Star as a potential D pairing is really, really strong. I just realized because they went Nova in the first round. Who do we expect here? Maybe a scorer probably going off of the board next is who I would imagine. And the pick is in. Jack, welcome.
Eventually.
My mic was low-key muted. With the 57th overall pick in the Season 3 Prospect Division Draft, the Mackinac Mighty Mac are going to be taking Get Woke.
There goes Get Woke. I guess my prediction was one pick too early.
Interesting
maybe
from
I
them.
handed that one to him.
He's a great player. Interesting, as you just mentioned, roster-wise with Buzz. Who else? Who they take? Nova Star, Buzz, and now Get Woke, 3 defenders. So defense-heavy squad, kind of copying the Stachios model in Season 1. A little bit.
Get Woke's got a little bit of offensive upside in there too. He's somebody who I think could play either way. So not super surprising. Somebody, I think that's a great value pick. Get Woke brings some experience with him, and it's going to be his first time playing in D3 as he went and took over the Grizzlies last season. So good pick there from the Mighty Mac. We've got the Stachios on the board. Here in the 5th round, the last team without a goalie, I believe. Just doing a quick scan, and that is true. So it has to be a goaltender here. V has prepared himself to announce the pick. V, welcome.
What's up, guys? Once again. Okay, so there's a reason why we did not go with a goalie last round, is because we knew that this goalie's under the radar, and with the knowledge of B-Grip working with him, this is going to be B-Grip's little student here, his pupil. We're going to take Sun.
Sun going off of the board to the Port Stanley Stachios. Definitely an under the radar goaltender for sure.
Very good.
I've never really seen anybody say anything super negative about him. I know he's a popular guy around, I believe, EIS, but I could be wrong on that. Sun, they're going off of the board to the Port Stanley Stachios on pick 58, and the Hobart Bay Caribou are ready to make their next pick that hopefully does not have a sexual innuendo tied to the pick. Randy is ready and casting his 5th round pick, and it's a good one. This is a great pick.
Yeah, I cannot believe he fell this far for the 59th overall pick. The Hobart Bay Caribou are going to select my moderator boss. We're going to go ahead and pick T'Chuk.
T'Chuk, a sleeper pick in the 5th round here. I don't know how he slid this far. Very solid player, captain in D2 last season, and I don't know what else to say about that. I feel like he went real under the radar. Lots of teams looking at that going, "Oh, wow." So, oopsies. Very good pick. He brings experience, he brings some confidence and some swagger to the team. So there is T'Chuk going 59th overall to the Hobart Bay Caribou, and on the board now is a log with the ancient texts from Dan and the
He just got home,
Westchester
apparently.
Kitties.
He's messaging me.
Oh, so we might have Dan.
No, it's me, but he's just confirming the pick. There's a
no,
little bit of
it's still
confusion.
Is that you, Dan? You sound so familiar.
Yeah.
Do
Hey,
we?
Dan.
Do we really? No, come on. Don't lie.
I'm joking. I'm
Nah. Participant was the last pick. So going with a defender there, the Kitties in the last round, probably looking at a forwards, I can only imagine. And we've still got guys on the board like Big Throbber, Alien still on the board, DP Dizzle still on the board, Fluff, Hogmelt, Malkin, and Look at Me. Those are two underrated picks that are starting to slide. Pass Please, I believe that's his first time signing up for the PHL, but a guy who's been around in pugs for quite a while. Pretty solid guy.
Well, I have it, my
who
friends.
are we expecting to see here?
There's some
Oh, you have
confusion,
it?
as I
You're ready?
mentioned. I have it though. I
All
think
right.
I helped Dan here dodge a bullet potentially. There was some confusion. The Westchester Kitties are proud to select Dizzle.
Dizzle. Solid pickup. He was a bat last season, I believe, or did he play
Bridge bat.
against the
Yep.
bat?
He was a bridge bat.
He was a bat, yeah. That's a great late 5th round pick. Guy's got a lot of skill, and he's a bit of a character. He's got some attitude and some swagger to him, sort of similar to Chuck. Brings a lot of character and heart to the team for sure. As we flip over into the 6th round, and we're gonna see these are the picks that could make or break a team in D3. Being able to make sure you've got a really solid, well-built line from start to finish. As Office Lamp is ready to make his pick, 61st overall here in the 6th round. Office.
The Philadelphia Revolution will be picking Hogmelt. Welcome to the team, buddy. Hell yeah.
Hog Melt off of the board. That's another guy who's been around since season 1, I believe. Bringing some experience, a solid late round pick as sorry about that, clearing my throat.
You're good, buddy.
As we get our first pick off of the board in the 6th round, Gyler and the Spokane Ravens now, 62nd overall pick. Who are we expecting to see? Oh, never
ready
mind.
to go.
We
I wanna say-
can't guess.
Real quick for you,
Gyler's ready.
before you pick, Ren, Guap is going to make the Mallards pick, so if you want to give him the perms real quick, if you can.
Okay.
To get in here. Sweet. All right, we're ready for you, brother.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Well, with the 62nd pick, the Spokane Ravens draft my old teammate in season 1, former Mustang, DP.
Good pick.
DP. All right. Guap has permissions. DP gone 62nd overall. You guys know much about DP? I know he's been around
been
for a
balling.
while. I
He
don't.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty
solid late round pick.
Yeah, very solid at that spot.
Haven't crossed paths with him too much. It's been a while. If he was on the Mustangs, we knocked them out of the playoffs in season 1
You did.
when I was playing for the Fire Ants with Postmaster as my captain, as I see him in chat. Another name, veteran from season 1 that still is on the board as a solid defenseman. Miku, yes, was also a Fire Ant. We have Canadian Gamer on the clock. Started dipping into some of his time out there as he grabbed Lettinen in the last round as a goaltender. Do you think he doubles down and goes double goalie here? I mean, I feel like it's unlikely, but could be something that we see. Because we went for a little bit later round goaltender there. Could be a sneaky double goaltender. But in all likeliness, it looks to be probably a defenseman, depending on how they plan
Looks
to
like he's ready.
utilize Reno. I could see this being a defenseman. Canadian Gamer, welcome back.
All right, so Canada's a pretty big place, third largest country by land mass, and as much as I view the West Coast Canadians as the lesser Canadians, I figured I'd rescue one and bring him out east. So with the 63rd choice, the Normandy Conquerors are proud to select Besser. Did you just
Besser.
a little ribbing of the rest of the BC boys?
I like it.
We're getting a little bit of insider info from Miku, our resident West Coaster, saying he is a net front presence in the WCPL for Czech heavy. I have not gotten the pleasure of seeing Besser play. And we've got Winnipeg on the board and already ready to pick. Was very ready.
I would love to make this one,
for
man, if
this
you don't
pick,
mind.
and a guy.
This is my dear friend.
You're more than welcome.
He makes the name team here. He's awesome. He's just awesome, man. Played a winter tourney with him. We didn't get very far, but he's an awesome dude. The Winnipeg Icebreakers are proud to select Big Throbber.
Very solid pick here. I can't believe you fell this far. Big Throbber gone off the board at 64, and I don't even have time to talk about it as Fernie is
ready to
already
go.
ready to already ready to make this pick here at 65, keeping it fresh.
A little bit upset that I didn't get to pick my fellow West Coaster, fellow Mushy Islander Besser, but it's okay as we are going to be picking Will.
Ooh.
Will. That's another name that I'm surprised has fallen this far. I feel like we're going to end up saying that a lot because of how deep D3 is this season. As we're now in our third season, a lot of guys getting well acquainted with each other. But Will going to the Foxes brings a pretty solid F2 presence, I believe. And somebody who I recognize the name of, but he isn't a super frequent pugger here in the PHL. As we start looking down the board, and we have Arlington waiting on the pick from Arlington, as apparently that was a bit of a snipe as they were eyeing up Will for their next pick, and they are going to scramble to put together what their next pick is going to be. And the pick is in this unbelievable pick. Really high upside with this pick for sure.
I like this guy.
With the 66th overall pick, the Arlington Polar Bears proud to select Sav.
Sav got a lot of raw skill there in Sav. A frequent pugger, a guy who is his slamming out those Qs left, right, and center. And somebody who was a late sign up for last season and was surprisingly very good for somebody who just kind of popped around and made a name for himself fighting through last season. We have the Foxes.
The picks are flying
back
here.
on the board.
I think they're
with
ready, but we're
their-
not sure. We'll invite them.
They're near back to back.
Yep, there he is. Cool.
All right, Ren. So where you would be mistaken is that I did not scramble to choose this pick. I have known who I was going to pick at the big 67 spot for
bad.
the longest time. I know we left that meme in 2025, but unfortunately, it's still a number, and we still have to recognize who this number will belong to, and that is going to belong to the one and only Connor Brown.
Oh,
Connor
good.
Brown.
I've heard things about him.
Another West Coaster.
He will always put the
I have-
he will always put the puck away from the other net. Thank you.
Is that a good thing? I will pretend that is a good thing to hear. Away from the other net, does that mean he struggles to hit the net potentially? Regardless, a confident sounding pick there as Fernie makes another pick into the WCPL, bringing Connor Brown over. We've got Hoboken on the board, and we're gonna have a guest appearance for this pick, as I've
love
been
this.
told. I don't see. Anyways,
there it is.
Guap,
Yo,
welcome to the stage.
What's up, fellas?
Here to make the
Baggins,
68th pick.
Had to hit dad duty real quick, so I'm stepping up for the squad real quick, and I'm happy to keep building on what Log had last year with the 68 pick. Take Totalage.
Love it.
Totalage. Very solid guy,
He's
very
awesome.
solid player. I've heard lots of great things about him, just like as a person. Lots of guys love having him in the locker room, and somebody who I expect to kind of be able to take that next step this season. So Totalage going there at 68th overall, and we now have Bad Santa on the board with the Mighty Mac going Get Woke in the last round, a flex player being able to play net goalie or net forward or defense. Anybody have any predictions here?
Well, looking at the remaining players on the board, my options: Brantsk, Aldo, Fluff. You got Postmaster, Price. That's about it for me right now.
There's still a sneakily good defenseman on the board that I'm hesitant to want to bring any attention to because I'm hoping that I see them get picked up by the Stachios. So I'll keep that opinion to myself. But everybody mentioned there, by Postmaster is a very solid pick. And we have the pick is in, a very good pick here.
Well, we had three of our next picks taken in front of us in a row. And then the next one taken shortly after. So, kind of surprised this guy's still on the board. We're gonna take the Harry Wookie.
Can't go wrong with Wookie, a guy who's been around in the community, no stranger to controversy. But if nothing else, he brings a character presence. To the team. I'm surprised I haven't seen much of him in the chat so far, actually. He's normally out and about being Wookie. Made it back just in time for the season after running into some PHL legal troubles for a while. There he is. He is messaged in the chat. He's in a Ponce scrum at the moment. But I'm sure he is thrilled to be part of the Mighty Mac. The Port Stanley Stachios on the board. It's gonna. I don't know if they're gonna grab who I'm looking at. I feel like the player who I'm looking at, I think he's gonna slide. I think he's going under the radar here. So I'm gonna continue not saying who I think it's gonna be, but I expect to probably see a defender here. Probably somebody who is a bit more of a lockdown guy, as we have a lot of dynamic players so far, with Dead Guy, Hot Dog, Pastala all being active defensemen or I guess midfield or mid ice type of players. Um, Lope is a bona fide forward, obviously, but um, we're gonna have to see what happens here as the time is up. I haven't been looking at
Let
the.
it
Oh,
rip,
I'm sorry.
He's here. He's here.
I've
No,
been-
I
I've been
enjoyed
goofing, I've been
mother
goofing.
chicken.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Your analysis is correct. We are going to go for a lockdown defender here. This is someone that I played with for a long time, so I'm really excited to have him as a Port Stanley Stachio. The 70 overall pick, the Port Stanley Stachios are proud to select I'm a Computer.
I'm a Computer. Very
good one.
solid player, and fills a very similar role to the player that I thought they might go. And I reading Bucky in the chat saying, I feel like Ren's saying this is equivalent to insider trading. I guess you're maybe not wrong. So the guy I was referring to is White House Tech, who I thought we might have been going there.
He's awesome, dude. That guy is
But
awesome.
I'm a Computer fits a very similar role. It's a very similar player. So I'm like partially right. It's like a right archetype, wrong name. But regardless, that's I mean, a solid pick here in the 6th round. I'm a Computer. We've got Hobart Bay on the board. Where do we think we're going from here?
Well, I mean, lots of players that are really grabbing off the board, and now we're down into the how much research did you really do on these players moments. So there's still some goaltenders left that are really good. There's a few good players left on the board, and I think we're gonna see the captains here make great picks or potentially choose some sleepers that we don't know about.
Speaking of a sleeper, I don't know if you've mentioned him because I've been muting in and out while I'm talking to the war room. But someone who made it to the finals last season, or sorry, not the finals, but like in most people's eyes, the finals of D3. A member of the Flamingos that we're going to reunite with his old teammate Jules. We would like to take Bransk.
Baransk. It's funny when you said I'm not sure if you've mentioned his name. I started looking through at players who I don't think I have mentioned yet, and my eyes were locked on Bransk there. That is a very solid 6th round pick, a very dependable player. I've never gotten to play with Bransk, and he isn't a super frequent pugger. But from my experiences playing against him and watching my team last season play against him, he's a very dependable kind of player, exactly the kind of pick that you would want in the 6th round here. Very solid from Hobart Bay. Westchester Kitties now with their 6th round.
Dan is
what are
supposedly
we
back.
thinking here, Pikeman? Oh, Dan is
man.
back.
Oh, is that
No
you,
more
Dan?
texts. Hi, I'm Dan. And for my pick, I'm gonna go for Meat Sale.
Oh, there he is. You win the prize.
yeah. Congrats. But jokes aside, the final pick here in the 6th round, going for Dizzle in the last round, a very solid depth pick up there in the 5th. I probably expect to see a defenseman here, maybe another goal scorer, but I'm expecting a defenseman. Dan's pick is in.
There he is. He is muted. Very awkward silence here.
Dan?
Oh.
Yo.
What's up, man?
There he is.
All right. So with the 72nd pick in the draft, we're gonna take Fluff.
Fluff going off the board here in the 6th round. There he is, my playoff goaltender from season 1 D2, Fluff. Congratulations. Fluff has been a guy with his nose to the grindstone for a while. And he gets a real good chance here playing for the Westchester Kitties on a very solid, very deep lineup. The Philadelphia Revolution here, 73rd pick of the draft. Last pickup was Hogmelt. Who do we expect to go here? It's a lot of players who've been around since season 1 so far. So I'm expecting that trend to continue. I don't know if Cook was in season 1, but I think that's the only player that wasn't here in season 1. And his pick is in.
All right, for the 73rd pick, Philadelphia Revolution will choose Mixter. I put Mister.
I saw. Good pick, man. Good pick.
Mixter going off the board here in the 7th round. Another guy that I do believe was around in season 1. And a surprise to see this far, actually. A very dependable pickup there. 7th round, pretty low risk. You know exactly what you're gonna get out of Mixter. On Hobart Bay. Yes, as Randy reminds me in the chat. Hobart legend Mixter as we
Giler's
prepare
already
for
ready.
Giler. Welcome to the
Alright.
stage.
Thank you. With the 74th overall pick, the Ravens select Kip.
Kip gone off the board. Sorry, I got distracted by my other monitor. Kip, 74th overall to the Ravens there. That's a pretty solid pickup. I don't know a whole ton about Kip other than captain in the Premier Division at Ponce this season, I believe. Got the
Something like
first
that.
overall pick. Something like that. As we have Normandy now on the clock in the 7th round here. Who do we think we're gonna see? We went Besser in the last round. A West Coast player. So clearly Canadian Gamer has done his research, and having Owl on the coaching team definitely gives him a little bit of extra insight to some of those West Coast players who are now going to be kind of those pivotal picks, players who people don't really know too much about, that could really make or break a very solid squad here in the last couple of rounds as we close in on 20 seconds remaining. Canadian Gamers still pondering, still wondering what this next pick is going to be, and we have it in.
All right, I didn't want to use my timeout again. I didn't want to keep you wonderful people waiting for too long. Keeping the trend with NHL player names with the 75th overall pick, we're proud to select Malkin.
Malkin, a very high-skilled player that I had my eye on there, hoping that the Stachios might be able to grab him as a late-round pick. He's got an incredibly high offensive upside. I would not be surprised to see him really jump up the leaderboard here, up the draft list for season 4, if he comes to play like I think he can for season 3. That's a very solid pickup. That Conquerors team is looking very good so far. As we have the Icebreakers that are saying they're probably going to need a timeout. So it looks like we're flipping through. We're really making sure we nail these last couple of picks, but we'll see if they'll end up needing it in the end or not. Who are we expecting to go here?
Kind of flex as a potential goalie, but they don't have a straight up goaltender. But they could go a flex as well, just to have a backup. But looks like the pick is in.
Never mind.
All
No,
right.
no timeout needed.
Let it rip,
As
Commissioner.
Ram tells us in the chat, you wanna? Yeah, you want me to take this?
Yeah,
All
that's all
right.
you.
76th overall, the Winnipeg Icebreakers are going to be going for Mixed T. That's a name that's been around for quite a while. I believe participated in one of the preseason 1 events here at the PHL before I was even around. Mixed T here going in the 7th round, 76th overall. As we have Hook back on the clock, I'm rotating through the names, ready to make his pick.
I'm always ready as soon as possible, but with this pick, we're going to be taking Postmaster.
Posty!
Posty's
The
gone.
77th overall. He's off the board. He was starting to worry. I've been watching him in chat. Congratulations to Posty getting taken here, 77th overall. It was a pleasure to play with him in season 1, and I'm hoping he can start to gain some traction here and really make a name for himself over this season. I think there's a lot of guys around that are gonna be fighting to really start making their headway and trying to distinguish themselves within the division, and Postmaster's hungry for that. As we have Spork ready to make his 78th overall pick. He should be ready.
There he is.
Requested to speak.
There he is.
There we go.
Alrighty. We're gonna go backup goalie here with the 78th overall pick. The Arlington Pole taking Lee Jenkins.
Lee
I didn't know he was a
Jenkins gone off the board here. 78th overall. He just submitted a next shift VOD review request, so he is cognizant to next shift and clearly is dedicated to trying to improve and trying to get better. That could end up being a really sneaky late round backup pick, as we have Raleigh Rott on the board and Chief already here ready to make his pick. Chief?
Sure.
Yep, D3 captains, take notes, go quicker. We're taking Actosket.
Ecto off the board in the 7th round. Chief not wasting any time, as we have Hoboken on the clock.
I forgot to tell you, or did I? It should be Inik making this pick.
I got him.
There you go.
Yeah, I got him. He sent me a message. I gave him perms to be in here. So hopefully he notices that and joins the audience for him to put his hand up. And if he doesn't, then T-Baggins will have to smite him. But he's not currently in here. Hopefully will be soon. And there he is. Inik here to make the pick for the Hoboken Quacking Mallard in the 7th round. They went totalage last round, and probably expecting to see a defenseman here, maybe.
Yeah.
Could be a sneaky F2 pick potentially, but I'm expecting a defenseman probably. Inik, welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me. With the 80th overall pick, HQM is proud to select Paul Correa.
Paul Correa. A very good late round grab here. The only thing that is keeping him this low is the fact that he is a 50%er. Very good value pick. He's going to bring a lot to the team for when he's there. But scheduling conflicts means he is only going to be available for 50% of the time.
Somebody fact check the
but
spelling
for
me.
that 50%, he is going to be.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. You're good. Yep. You nailed it. You nailed it. Very solid pick there.
50% player, so he's going to
the
slip a bit,
Hoboken
and that's just a
Quacking
good
Mallard.
depth pick for HQM. Great pick.
Yep. Arlington on the board, ready to make their 7th round selection. Lee Jenkins gone, so it's going to be skaters here on out. I would imagine.
Are there still
Could
teams looking
probably
for
be a
backups
defenseman here.
or are they all gone?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know the Stachios. Stachios don't have a backup yet. Caribou doesn't have a backup yet, and neither do the Kitties. But I think that is it.
Yep.
Maybe the Foxes as well, depending if Bleh or Jamal plan to take reps in the net. And the Rot, yes, the Rot also do not have a goalie. So Spork is here, ready to make his pick. Spork.
With the 81st overall pick, the Arlington Polar Bears are proud to select Rising.
The Rising Hippo. That's a name that I expected to see going to HQM. I
Right.
won't lie.
Yeah.
The Rising Hippo, a newer face around the PHL, but a long-time enthusiast of first-person virtual hockey, as he is a classic HQMer. Introduced back into the scene by Jabba, I believe. Really nice guy, somebody who I've gotten to know a little bit since coming in, and could turn out to be a pretty solid late pick there for the Polar Bears. As Keese is ready here to make the pick, and I like it. I like this pick a lot.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. We're getting a backup goalie here. We're going with Blood Scars.
Blood Scars, one of the biggest grinders of pugs right now. I feel like every time I look in the queue, he's either queued up or already in a game. This guy has been playing a lot of puck since joining the PHL, and he's been steadily improving. Somebody who I mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Really excited to see him be a Stachio. Somebody I was hoping to be able to grab here in the later rounds. As we move on to the Hobart Bay Caribou, as we close in on the 7th round here, only 2 picks left to go. The Caribou, another team without a backup goalie. It appears that they are ready to go.
Another team without a backup goalie. Surely that's not what we're picking here. So someone who I think has not pugged a lot recently, so maybe people have forgotten about him, but he's someone who many maybe not know. I played on like a rematch esports team for like 3 months, and he was our backup goalie, and I showed him this game, and he loved it, and he came over and played. And I guess he's hidden in the draft board because it's camo.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good pickup. Very, very low amount of hours there for camo. He, for the amount of time he's put into the game, he is far above where I was, most definitely, because I believe anyways he's still sub 100 hours, so lots of room to grow. And from what I've heard, he is ready to grind it out this season. He really wants to improve, and he really wants to start climbing the ranks here. Einik, no, there's no mid-draft trades. We closed trading for the draft an hour before the draft started. As we have the Westchester Kitties ready to make their pick. A team that probably doesn't need a backup goalie. Oh no, they do need a backup goalie. Sorry, I was looking at the Mallards for a second there. Probably do need a backup goalie. What are we thinking here?
A lot of options.
I guess we don't need to think. Log probably has it.
Well, I was fired. Dan's back, so I was fired. I'm no longer in the Dan. Well, I guess I do have the sheets.
Oh,
I do
true.
have the Dan files technically.
Alright.
I can look, but I won't just say it off rip.
Leak the Dan files.
Leak the Dan files.
Yes. Leak the Dan files. It looks like Dan is going to be going for a timeout. Since you missed the beginning, you have 5 minutes max. That is a burn down timer.
So that was not looking right. There we go.
So they're taking their time right now. one of 3 teams that still need a backup goalie. The Kitties, the Rot, and the Icebreakers. It's probably a goaltender here. I would like to imagine with Blood Scars and Camo going, that kind of that tips the goalies to start flying off the market. And there's still a couple of names out there that I'm very surprised haven't been taken yet. Luke, Peasy, and Pino. I think Pino, for me, is probably one of the top remaining goalies.
Wasn't
Atomic is
Luke,
another really solid name.
Wasn't Luke a finalist in the winter tourney?
Luke
Or
was-
a semi-finalist, I believe.
He was. He was a finalist. Nexus, another very good name, and a very solid flex player too. I know he's been not as active within the PHL, so maybe that's why he's slipped a little bit here, but could turn out to be a very good late round value pick here, especially for a backup goalie. As the pick is in, Dan has put the pick in the chat, and we are going to get him up on stage.
Hey guys.
Hi, Dan.
We're gonna go with 84th overall. Kitties are gonna go with Davo.
Davo, backup flex
Thank you.
player, Davo. I don't know a whole ton about Davo. Do we have a scouting report on Davo?
I played with him in season 3, and he was a pretty solid flex player. Definitely more defensive heavy for sure, but excited to see him get picked up here, even though it's later in the rounds. But he's gonna improve a lot this season for sure, having being his second season.
Napa legend, apparently, Davo. Good solid late 7th round pick there, as we are down to the final 2 rounds of this draft. The Philadelphia Revolution are on the clock with the 85th overall pick, just grabbing Mixter. The Revolution still need another goaltender as well. I know Mixter is signed up as a flex, but I don't think Mixter is super versed as a goaltender. But maybe something I just haven't seen. So maybe we do see a goalie here. As I mentioned, there's still quite a couple of pretty decent ones left on the board. 30 seconds left here for the Revolution. And the pick is in. Name that I expected to go, and surprised to see drop this far.
Hell yeah. 85th overall pick for the Philadelphia Revolution. Semi-finalist in the tourney. We picked Luke.
Luke gone off the board here to the Revolution. Somebody who I expect is going to be taking his fair share of starts here for the Revolution, being the only player who is solidly and solely a goaltender, with a second last pick for the Revolution. And that's a great value pick there. Luke
I'm
has
relieved.
proved
Relieved.
in the Log stressing out a little bit there, worrying about having to carry the brunt of the load on in the net there. But Luke is a tested goalie who has been playing for quite a while now, and had a pretty solid turnout in the tournament, coming in as the prospect level goaltender for the Barbecue Chicken Alert, who had a lot of very talented players on the team. Maybe was able to pick up a new trick or two from Throckmorton during his time there. As we have Giler on the clock. Giler is also looking for a backup goalie, having Jari and Caulfield as a flex. Nope, Giler, that pick is no good. You cannot do that. As it appears, we've Luke has been taken for the second time in a row. Can't do that, but I think that tips his hat to what the pick here is going to be, a goaltender of some sort. And no, Caulfield isn't a goalie, but he is a flex player. He from time to time it will take a G tax here or there, but I would not say Caulfield is gonna take very many runs in the net. Jyler, welcome.
Hello. I tried to take Luke from Office Land, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
So with the 86th pick, we select Luke.
No.
What?
What?
What is All right, oh, poor. My bad. I am tired. Look at me. Look at me. That's who I want. Look at me.
Look at me.
My bad.
Look at me going here in the 8th round. He was told once he can't have Luke, so he tried to strong arm and take him anyways. Classic Jyler. Look at me. That pick has a lot of potential to be very solid.
Yep.
I believe
He's decent.
he
He's
is
not
a
bad.
little quiet in the comms,
Yeah.
but he's a pretty solid player out there from what I've seen in pugs. Fairly frequent. He gets his reps in there for sure. As we have the Normandy Conquerors here to don't beat yourself up, Jyler. It's okay, pal. The Conquerors, who have looked at some pretty solid scouting so far. Who do we expect to see here?
You know, I'm looking at this list. There's still a lot of great players left, and I gotta shout him out. He hasn't been chosen yet. He's been passed over, 87 times. Charbard, do you think he's gonna go this round?
Charbard's a character, and if nothing else, the best thing that I can say about Charbard is he's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of talent for being there. He's got a lot of talent for caring most of the time. He wants to get better, but I would be surprised to see him go in the 8th round, maybe in the 9th, because there are some people with some mixed opinions on him for sure. But I don't expect to see a Charbard here picked by a Canadian gamer in the
Sadly.
8th round. I do hope to see him grabbed, but I don't think it's going to be here.
He's got the NHL names. He might have to go with Thottinger.
Yeah, no, we were just
It's-
having a late discussion because we also wanted Luke. My old
Oh, everybody
GPHL
wanted
buddy.
Luke.
My good old GPHL buddy. But instead, we have decided to go with a very futuristic sounding name. So we decided to go with Nexus at 87th overall.
Nexus.
Going into
Somebody
the
I'm
Nexus, I guess.
very surprised to see him slide this far. He is both viable as a skater and a goalie. He is a great 8th round pick here. He hasn't been super active on the game, so maybe that's why he's fallen. But somebody who was a D2 sub in season 1, maybe in season 2 as well. I can't remember. But really great versatility from Nexus. As we're looking towards the Winnipeg Icebreakers here in the 8th round, 2 picks to go for them. Went mixed T in the last one. They are looking for a goalie unless they're gonna have Miku play all the games, which he's proved last season he was able to do. So unless they plan on leaning on the abundant availability of Miku, I expect to probably see a goalie get taken. We will have to see.
Ottinger, Cosmic Cat. You've got Shakir, you've got Peasy Pino. I mean, still a lot of great choices still up on the board for people to select.
Yeah.
From the goalie list.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like there's going to be some pretty decent goalies that aren't going to make the cut here.
The pick is in.
But the pick is in. Oh, I see it now. My bad. And with the 88th overall pick, the Winnipeg Icebreakers go for Pino. A
Good choice.
starting goalie for the Flamingos in season 1, I believe.
No, I don't think so. I think he was on the Icebreakers last season as well, and he was on the Boston Rams,
Season
the
1.
old version of the team.
That's it.
Season 1. Yep.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. And Fernie, ready for the pick.
He's already ready.
Punctual as always. The 89th overall pick.
I may not have taken my time with being ready for the pick, but I do want to take a little bit of your time. I want to thank you guys for hosting this draft. And
Yeah, of course.
also, I traded my 107 pick, so I did not have to be here for the rest of the time. But anyways, we are going to be picking Cups.
Cups, late round pick, new face to the PHL. Somebody who I've seen around in the chats quite a bit, asking questions, looking to improve, which is really what you want to see from an 8th round pick here. Somebody involved in wanting to improve. I think that's got potential to be a really solid 8th round pick. I haven't seen much of gameplay from Cups, but some passion for the game for sure, and willing to ask questions, which is super important. Jack, already ready to make the pick here for the Mighty Mac. Oh my god, Jack, let's go.
Why would they
There
make
you go.
the enter button by default to decline the invite? Anyway. With the 1 second. Okay, with the 90th overall pick in the season 3 prospect division draft, the Mackinac Mighty Mac are going to be taking White House Tech.
Yeah, man.
White House Tech.
Guy's awesome.
That's very solid.
Good player. He's gonna write you the coolest stat reports
That's
as well. This is an absolute vibe. Great pick. Easily one of the most
Hey,
chill
good
people I've ever
luck.
met in this game, dude. He's awesome.
Well, you may want to read your DMs for this next pick.
Oh dear. I have a DM.
So, for this pick here, I'm going to give Log some time to get himself adjusted. I'm going to bring my good pal and captain Mango on the stage to announce this pick. Mango.
Matter of copy and pasting for me. Thank you, Chief. I don't know if this is going to show up on the draft board, dude. I don't know if the font has it. All right, go for it.
With the 91st pick in the 8th round, I am very, very excited to select Hannah, which is a player that I first found when I first started this game, and she has been nothing but good vibes with me, so I'm very happy to have her on the team.
And it
Oh,
does
thank you,
actually
Ren.
go on the board.
There
Wow.
it is. It works.
It goes on the board.
Hannah. Out of all the names it could be, it's
Thank you, Ren.
Hannah. I like
Hannah.
it. It's cool. Cool.
Hannah gone off the board. Not somebody that I've seen. So a bit of a mystery. I don't know anything about her, but they seem very confident and good vibe pick. So that's important to look at for these later round picks, is grabbing people who are going to be good for the locker room, as well as we have Einik back again to make the next pick here for the Hoboken Quacky Mallard.
Thank you. With the 92nd overall pick, HQM is proud to select Custom.
Ooh.
Custom
Good pick.
going off the board here. 50%er, but a solid player who has been around for quite a while. Yeah, I don't have a whole ton to say. I've seen the name around, and he continues to get picked. So clearly somebody that people have trust in for one of these later round picks. Custom going off the board as we go to the Mighty Mac. With Jack ready to make the pick already. Let's go. Perfect.
You know, when I
Slamming through the
signed up to
list.
be the GM of this team, I thought, how can I make Log's life as hard as possible?
We were already close to that earlier, man.
With the 93rd the 93rd overall pick in the Season 3 Prospect Division Draft, the Mackinac Mighty Mac are going to be taking Chesney.
It's Berube. Love that guy.
That's good pronunciation.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, this is Berube from last season.
Love this guy too. Both him and White House Tech, those are great picks. Vibe picks. Berube is I'm guessing he's going to play goalie. He's actually pretty solid at goalie. So,
he's a pretty solid flex player.
Yeah.
That's somebody who is not shy to take reps as both a skater and a goalie. As we have my Port Stanley Stachios on the board here.
Two really good picks there.
In the 8th round.
Wow.
There's still a lot of very solid players. I'm gonna go ahead and let them make their pick right now. And this is a good pick.
Oh, hi guys.
Hello, Kush.
This is a guy that's kind of flying under the radar. I personally haven't seen him play, but I've heard a lot of people vouching for this guy. Apparently he's out of this world. We are with the 94th overall pick. We are selecting Alien.
Alien. Somebody who is frequent enough in pugs. It's got a bit of an interesting captain's note that I'm gonna take a second to read because I think it's one of the funnier captain's notes. He says, "No talk. I play the game from a hotel where I stay for work. My English is bad. I play the game when I live in EU, but I move and Steam say I'm in the wrong region, so I use my roommate's Discord." So Alien going off the board here. A bit quiet in comms, but he makes up for it in his skill. Very solid, low risk, high reward pick here in the 8th round. As Pinks is here and ready to make his pick. Sorry, I was taking a little bit of time there.
All good. The Hobart Bay Caribou are going to take someone who last season got dropped due to a really good free agent dropping through the waivers to the Salem Coven, I believe was their correct name, Buzzfield's team. Really good defenseman. Came to our tryouts. Another player came to the tryouts, did really well. And I've given away this thing a lot tonight, but I'm finally going to take it instead of giving it away. I will take Mr. P, Agent P.
Mr. P. Come on.
Dude, I drank a lot of
P
water.
going off the
Okay.
board here.
Good pick.
Solid pick for sure. Guy who lost his roster spot really late in the season. But a dependable defenseman for sure. Has anybody had playing experience with P?
If we're talking about Agent P, which I think we might be,
Agent
I
P.
was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the played with him on D4. Was it season 1, season 2? Definitely a good stick handler. I think he was a really good sleeper pick there at the end for them, and I think he's gonna really round out that team.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a good role player. Somebody who will be able to plug in as a defensive defenseman and really round out a solid little lineup. Oh, never mind, they still have one more pick. Not rounding out anything yet, but rounding out anything yet. Yeah, not
Not
rounding.
bad on the echo there.
Oh, good brother.
Yeah. Yes. Sir. And with the sorry, I can't see it. 96th overall pick, ladies are gonna select Tension.
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 Guy I'm really glad to see go.
Yep.
I was getting a little worried there. Tension, a guy who played last season. A very solid player. He brings a little bit of character to the locker room for sure. He's a pretty versatile player, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, solid pick there. We've got the Revolution here to make their final pick of the draft. And do we have any? Never mind. No predictions needed. Office is ready.
Oh, I'm not. Hold on.
Final pick.
All right. And with number 97 to finish the last pick off here, For the Philadelphia Revolution, we choose Rhubarb. Hell yeah, man. Welcome back.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb.
There he goes.
Nice.
I can't believe Rhubarb almost didn't get picked. A player who's been around for a while. I believe he played in season 1. Might have even played before that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but maybe I'm wrong.
Season 2, Return to Revolution. He was my teammate, and so glad to see him go back there.
Perfect. Yeah, good. Now rounding out the lineup for the Revolution is Rhubarb. As we get the last picks from every team.
I made it to the
going
draft, guys.
here.
I made it on time.
Yeah, you
Hell yeah,
did.
dude.
You made it. The pick for the Ravens is in. The only team without a goaltender left.
Oh,
As
yeah, I forgot to mention that too. If you check chat,
okay,
Ren.
hold on. Yep, I'm going to grab
The PHL network may get
permissions for this
canceled
guy
tonight,
to come in.
everyone. We may be getting shut
Oh,
down.
no.
We'll take a shot.
Are we ready with
we have
the
before. We
button?
have before. We'll be okay.
He should have access to see this
I'll
now,
ping him.
so we're gonna wait for the player to join us as we have a guest coming in for the final pick. There he is, and he puts his hand up.
Hello.
Welcome.
With the last pick of the Ravens draft, we will be selecting Bob.
Welcome, Bob.
Bob.
Giving the
Hey.
Ravens their final pick
Hi,
and a
Smasher.
backup goaltender. Goodbye, Smasher.
Great choice.
Perms are immediately gone. Probably a good call. All right.
Yeah. Just Bob, not Bob Constructor, not Bobby. This one, just Bob. The Conquerors, with their final pick of the draft, 99th overall. They've got all of their goalies. They've got all of their they've got their bases covered with defensive defensemen and offensive defensemen. Really could be anywhere here. Probably looking for the biggest high reward pick remaining in this draft, and there's a couple of names sticking out to me. One of them being Pass Please, very solid player to still be kicking around. Nico, a very reliable defensive player. Who else we got scrolling up here? Jace's name, I've seen him around. We've obviously still got a Charbard on the board.
We got a Charbard. Is he eligible?
Aldo, Blade. Charbard's eligible.
He's eligible. Okay.
He's here. And honestly, at this point, he's probably one of the more skilled guys remaining.
Unironically.
All right. Well, with the final pick of the draft, le conquérant de la Normandie sélectionne avec le 420's 19th pick, Club Soda.
Good pick there. I like it.
Club Soda. A very flexible player there, able to play both goalie and forward.
I think he'll
and a
main
good
goalie
guy,
there, but
from my experience,
he's very solid.
it'll be him and Nexus, I think, probably splitting some time there for the Conquerors, as both of those players are capable in net and skater. Yeah, no complaints about that pick. I think that's a solid pick. As we have the Winnipeg Icebreakers' final pick of the draft is, to no surprise, a player that played for them last season, I believe, or there was rumor of a trade to go to them potentially. But regardless, the final pick for the Winnipeg Icebreakers, 100th overall, Price. Very high potential there for the Icebreakers taking Price. Somebody who can put the puck in the back of the net. And it looks like Chief is ready to go. Chief ain't playing games. He's here and he's ready
I have a
for his
draft
pick.
board.
Let's go.
I have a draft board. I'm here with Coochie. Coochie, you can announce it.
Yes, sir. So for pick number 101, we are taking Joe Dog.
And shout out Joe Dog.
Joe Dog.
Shout out, dude. He's getting better. He's been playing pugs. Shout out Joe Dog.
He's a grinder. He's been playing a lot of pugs. Yeah, Joe Dog's been playing a lot of pugs. Good goalie. I believe he's signed up as a flag. No, he is just straight up a goalie. As that will round out the goaltenders for the Rot, being Yoshi and Joe Dog, two untested goalies in the space. But with having Coochie there, should be able to impart some knowledge on them. And Spork is ready. The Arlington Polar Bears, final pick of the draft. Spork.
Pick 102. We're proud to select Aldo.
Although
Yeah.
he is gone. This guy plays the game. He wants to get better. He's hungry for it. He is a pugger. The guy has been grinding, and he gets the opportunity here as the last pick for Arlington. Aldo, congratulations. As we are now bringing Chief back in. Final pick for the Raleigh Rod.
All right. This has been a good friend of mine for a very long time. Played with us on the team that shall not be named, aka Crusaders. And I will be taking Mega Doinks.
Mega
Doinks.
Final pick going there. The team who shall not be named and then immediately named Crusaders, teammate of Chief Keef, Mega Doinks, gone pick 103. And Hoboken Quacky Mallard on the board. Last pick of the draft. Is there anyone else that we're surprised to still see around?
I don't know.
Days JG is still on the board. Nico, pass please.
Pass please. Could be a good one.
Sky.
There's Sky as well.
Yeah, Sky probably has some of the higher skill ceiling, but he is only a 50%er. Miku's telling me that Grantosaurus is a good WCPL defenseman. Jelker, if you need a goalie, Peasy, Vitronics,
Peasy's still there.
Cosmetic Cat. Got I don't think there's any more goalies that are gonna be going off of the board. As I believe everybody is locked in with their goalies. Maybe one from Mackinac if they want to grab another solidified goaltender. But need the full five. Oh, Baggins. Oh, come on. All right, guys. Who wants to do karaoke for 5 minutes?
Pick a song. I'm gonna join my team's Discord while I'm waiting. Do the captcha. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Careless Whisper. Baggins potentially using a full 5 minutes here. Yeah, wow. I mean, we could take a second to look over the teams so far, the completed teams if we want, but we're gonna end up doing a roundup at the end of this anyways. Who do we think they're gonna go for here? I don't know if there's any HQMers still kicking around.
You know,
Sorrow?
Sorrow's a good. Logan 99 played with him in Ponce. Crosby, a good Ponce player.
Doki's good Ponce player.
Charbert's
Charbert's
on the
still
list.
They may just be
you
debating
got
taking Charbert, honestly.
Dumb's a good flex, and I know they don't need another goalie, but doesn't hurt to have a third one in case one can't make it. Daisuke, another good player. Sky, he is 50%, but he is a really good player. So I'm surprised that even though he's 50%, hasn't picked up yet.
Baggins is ready. All right.
Boys, a little bit of a scramble there for the last pick. Glad I can make the last one. So, welcome to the Cabal Days.
Days off of the board. A player who I believe he was in last season. Glad to see him back in. I always love to see the guys returning. Able to grab another roster spot season after season as we are closing in 4 picks remaining in the draft. Mackinac with pick 105. Who are we expecting to see here? I would like if we're looking at highest payout players skill wise at this time. Charbard is probably one of the better players that exist.
Charbard's good.
JG has been around. He's a player that could probably deserve to go, and he's got a pretty high payout. I still like Pass Please is infrequent in Pugs, but I think is one of the stronger players that still remain at this point in the draft. It's gonna be interesting. 30 seconds left here as Bad Santa is really making sure he makes a good solid choice here for the last pick. Coming right down to the wire. It's gotta be a skater for sure. And Bad Santa, pick is in.
With the help of a brother here, Mr. Pikeman, we are going to take at pick 105, Sky.
Sky, 50%er, but when he's there for the 50%, he's good. He's newer, but he's good. He's got lots of talent. And if it wasn't for a busy work schedule, he would love to be here grinding it out on a 100% basis. As my Port Stanley Stachios are here for the final pick of the Stachios draft. We have the pick is in. If who's coming up to do it? I see both Keith and V are in here.
We'll bring them both. I don't know.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I could do it in my best V voice.
Sure.
With the whatever number we are
106.
picking. Oh. With the 106 pick, we are picking Nora.
Nora. I don't know much about Nora. V is requested to speak now.
Backstory on who Nora is. HCammer. That's it. All right, thank you.
Okay. Looks like a solid 9th round pick here. As Nora falls through the draft, presumably as a good pick, as I see Smasher saying Nora is insane. So maybe somebody who has slid under the radar that not many people know about. Hopefully that's a solid payout. As we have the Hobart Bay Caribou with pick 107. Randy on the clock. 2 picks left to go in the draft. And yeah, I mean, you can go over the names again. Nico, solid dependable defenseman. Pass Please, a solid transitional player. Peril is a name that I recognize. JG.
Got Jumpkin, Grantosaurus, Crosby, Chichu. You know, I've seen Blade around in some pugs. He's doing pretty good.
Yep. Have
Alright,
Pinks
guys.
up to make his pick.
All right, guys, I'm gonna need all 5 minutes of my timer here so I can really think about this pick.
I swear to God.
I'm gonna take someone. I'm gonna make a hard read here and do the risk for potential. I know it's not really risky in this round, but I've heard good things about a Westie, and as we know, Westies on the Hobart in the past have done really well, so I think it's worth the gamble. We will be taking, I believe it's pronounced Nodal, or Nodell, however you want to say it.
I need the spelling here.
Knodel.
Interesting. Okay.
They've sent 3 messages in the PHL Discord, and they were asking or talking to Pretty about how many hours an average D2 player had, and they played 3 pugs, and someone told me they were good, and I'm like, sure, why not?
Sounds good. Can't beat it. And that is it for the Hobart Bay Caribous. We have Mr. Irrelevant of the draft. Who are we expecting here? Is it going to be Charbard?
It will. I mean, maybe. It's close.
As the pick is in, it is not Piss Jugman.
This will never leave his record, though. This is funny. This is good.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm getting all these messages about, I got to do all this crazy shit, but I need a fucking goalie. I need a goalie. So I'm going to go with Peasy. I planned it out. I saw that nobody was going to take, I was looking at different things and works out. I had talked to him before the draft. Peasy's my final pick. Have a great night, guys.
PZ is a great great goalie to take at this point. I mean, could have easily gone earlier. Glad to see him get picked up onto a team. PZ, somebody who's been around in the community for quite a while. And that will round out the Season 3 Prospect Division draft.
Boys. Great job. This stream just hit 3 hours, so I think we should tear through this round recap. I can take it if you want, Mr. Wren.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick little break. Here we go. In the first round, first overall, Jack 1K to the Revolution, followed by Blake, Laverne, Marcus, Louis, Danimals, Reno, Guap, Novastar, Lope, E, Silly D-Land. So a lot of great forwards. The best players in the draft going there as expected. Round 2 shakes it up. Savo, Sanderson, Nick Isn't Cool, Guy/House, Jamal D Down, Lurker, Kaprizov, Mist, Clash Royale, Hot Dog Man, Jules, and Veron. So just another really great round here of basically forwards, a couple defenders leaking in there. Round 3, yours truly, the first goalie to go, I guess, in the draft. I don't know. But we're going to have some fun. Followed by Jari, Soli, Maddie, Hot Pocket, Coppenwood, Shivante, Prada, Alley Cat, Yo Dead Guy, Mal, and Bucklinov. So a bit of a goalie around there. Kicking that off. Round 4, we got G. Dillon, Husington, Kai 2, Miku, Blay, Yeti, Yoshi, Einik, Buzz, Pastala, Tomas. It's a great call there and participant in that round. And round 5, we got Cook, Caulfield, Stone, Hood Legend, Jackson, Let It In, The Jelly Bomb, Ironic, Get Woke, Sun, Kachuk, and Dizzle. I think this round has some of the biggest steals in the draft for this part. Some guys going super low there, like Hood Legend, Jelly Bomb, a couple others in there too. Round 6, Hogmelt, DP, Besser, Big Throbber, Will, Sov, Connor Brown, Total Lidge, The Harry Wookie, I'm a Computer, Brantsk, and Fluff. Nearly there, guys. Round 7, Mixter, Kip, Malkin, Mixed T, Postmaster, Lee Jenkins, Actoskit, Paul Correa, Babad, The Rising Hippo, Bloodscars, Camo, and Davo. And we round this bad boy out. We're nearly there. Round 8, Luke, Look at Me, Nexus, Pino, Cups, White House Tech, my beloved. Hannah, I believe. Custom. Jesus, round. Barube, Alien, Agent P, Intention. That was a hard one. And the final round, as you just saw, Rhubarb, Bob, Club Soda, Price, Joe Dog, Aldo, Megadoinks, Daze, Sky, Nora, Nodal, and Peasy.
And that will do.
Beautiful. Well done, Locke.
Yeah. Whew. Jeez. A lot of players. 108. Good God. All right. Well, that's all we got for y'all to wrap up the D3 draft. Thank you, everyone, for rolling up to this. It was a long week for us at the PHL, but we're super excited to get these games underway. D1 will start on Tuesday, D3 on Sunday, and D2, I think, on Monday. So it'll be a blast. We'll get some streams up for you guys only on PHL Network.